How's it going, Radical viewers? Green Caddy right back into another session of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition and this wonderful homebrew Avarice of the Half-Caste, where the entirety of the main cast is actually still around after playing for, God, over a year now, I think. Woo! And yet in, like, the 6th or 5th session of Waterdeep, 2 of us died, and we almost had a TPK. Lord almighty. This kind of goes to show you that sometimes homebrew is more fun and a little bit more survivable. Though, the DM Legion here certainly has been taking it easy on us. We've had a lot of close calls. And regretfully, no one's in the Discord chat yet, really, so I get to entertain you all with my dulcet tones. I ain't got much to say, sadly, at this point. Other than life for me is going interestingly. Legend of the West is still a thing, and it's still going great. See a lot of awesome support from the Radical viewers supporting each other, no less, which I love. Seen some really weird requests. But thankfully nothing on the lines of Pirates of the Caribbean weird, or Squidlips Davy Jones weird, or things that just aren't Westerns weird, actually. I mean, honestly, there seems to be a weird cigarette card outfit kick that, honestly, I'm all for. Those outfits are really fun to try my hand at. So pardon me as I don't ad-lib as much. But we just got the ping for the DM and everyone to be in the Discord, so let's go see what they're saying.
See, 2 of us were on time.
I was here the entire time. I was wondering why no one else was in Discord, so I figured I'd do my little intro thing.
Right, streaming.
Well, not streaming anymore, recording, but yeah, same difference.
Right, yeah, same thing. But, you know, recording probably gets more views.
Well, when it's actually launched on the weekend. What the hell was that?
That was the sound.
Is that the sound Merrick makes when he gets temp HP?
Exactly.
That's actually, I hate to say this, like, as weird and bad as that is, that's actually more frightening thinking of Merrick chuckling to himself like that when he kills something.
With that weird, like, goofy chuckle.
Ahoy!
Like, that's the chuckle when, what was it, 2 sessions ago, when I turned the corner to kill that running away sea monster, and that's all you hear in the cavern.
Yuck.
Eric
It's like,
speak. He just chuckles.
Crockett, what the fuck was that? That was the most disturbing noise I've ever heard in all my life. Oh, that was Merrick
Just
happy. Oh,
chuckles.
that's what makes the most sense. It's Merrick being happy. I have never seen that man happy.
Doesn't happen.
Unless it involves murder.
It's like that kitty song from Big Bang Theory. Warm kitty, soft kitty, little boy.
Is it weird
Imagine
that I can
Merrick
safely say I still have not seen a single episode of that?
A little bit. Even I've seen one.
Pretty normal. It's pretty normal.
Like, I hear a lot about it, but I've never actually, like, seen an episode. It's weird. I've at least seen episodes of, like, The Office, both UK version and US version.
I've seen more of Big Bang Theory from YouTube clips than actual episodes.
Same.
Yeah.
I've seen it because it's on in the living room and I live with old people.
Don't
They love that shit.
turn on westerns or something like normal old people. Jesus.
My grandparents watch Canadian murder mysteries.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Wait, Canadians kill people?
Right?
Well, they're also period dramas, so they did in the 1800s.
Well, that makes more sense. The 1800s, everyone killed everyone.
That is a disturbing picture. I never want to see that again.
What? Canadians killing each other?
No, that weird Minotaur reject.
What the fuck am I looking at?
That's a centaur, man.
the leaf covering? Like
A reverse
which,
centaur? Because that's what it looks like.
which
That's
would it
centaur, man. Right? I drew it just for you.
have?
It's half horse, half man.
Yeah.
It's a centaur, right?
But the halves are not where they're supposed to be.
But
Which one would it have? Three-bodied dog.
God, that reminds me of the picture I've seen
What a
of like
time to be
reverse
alive.
mermaids, and how disturbing that was.
Much less effective. It reminds me of that turtle with two heads.
I don't remember a turtle with two heads. I remember seeing snakes with two heads. That was weird.
Let me try one. Is that what they call it? Or is it Siamese? That's right.
So let's see. We're still waiting on Matthew. What the fuck?
Nathan.
Wherever you keep finding these, stop immediately.
Why?
Yeah, reverse merman. Mermaid. What I... It's got a pretty shapely ass. I guess that could be a mermaid. But no, that reverse Cerberus. What the hell?
It's much less effective than an actual Cerberus.
Dear sweet lord, when that thing starts humping her leg, you are not going to ignore it.
And you think it's only doing the one?
Although the second one, the fish one, looks more feminine.
You're right.
I mean,
I don't know. That's all I have to say about that.
it's got a very shapely ass.
Well, just the legs, though.
I'm more of an ass man. Never was a fan of legs.
And why can't you just love the whole human body?
I do love the whole human body.
There you go.
But there are aspects of it that I prefer over others.
The fish part.
Like
The horse
Oh.
part.
like butts versus what comes out of butts.
Exactly.
But, like,
Poo.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
don't feel like Talon is an ass man. I don't feel like he is.
I am definitely an ass man, mate.
For you, Talon.
Can we start?
No, because we're missing like two people. Well,
I
one
want to see
person, I guess.
where this conversation leads. Hold on.
Like, well, now I'm diving into the concept. It's like, God, what is Talon attracted to? I think he's attracted to normal, which he hasn't had in forever.
Now I don't know what Nathan's.
Tieflings.
Neither do I.
I have heard that Matthew is going to be like 10 minutes late,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
but
With the big butt.
Big butt.
I will go ahead and do the intro bits. So last time, having dispatched Irithis, the Mind Slayer, you managed to take his soul and take it to Timval back at the Sunspire. Taking about a week to recover from the spontaneous wish and the and waiting for the soul weapon to be completed, you eventually went to warn the hobgoblins of Octorun of the incoming Blades of Sarek attack. After finding your way in the general vicinity, you managed to find apparently their leader and convince him to, at the very least, have some sort of friendly discussion back at the city proper. After a little bit of planning, you managed to get the drop on the incoming Blades of Sarek and actually dispatch them without them even getting a sending spell off, which I was not imagining to be possible.
Fuck them.
Yeah, you annihilated them. At the moment, the canyon that you guys have found yourselves in, this little I guess canyon's a good word for it. This little mountain pass. All the snow in the immediate vicinity has just been melted by the various fireballs that have been going off left and right. And within the next couple minutes, within the next couple of minutes, you are able to dispatch the remaining blades of Sarek. After the enemy is decimated, you guys see Oxeron down on the ground. I think many of you were actually down there with him. He the blade of his sword disappears in sparks of lightning back into the hilt, and he just places it on the belt loop where it was, and he walks towards you. You all did well.
A single casualty. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Our luck's been improving. Usually something really bad happens when we do stuff like this.
I see. Well, I'm happy that you were able to. Wow. Okay, I can't get the voice right today. That's fine.
It's okay, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's coming over Scratch's mic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyler.
fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Like, I don't know what that was. It sounded like the tentacles were like just like caressing a forearm or something. That's the image that kept coming to my head when I heard it.
Did
Sometimes when I
somebody
prop my
say
webcam,
tentacles?
sometimes when I prop my webcam in the wrong place, it just does that. So I give up.
Feedback from poor installation. Gotcha.
Well, I'm glad we all made it out. I'm glad we all made it out okay. There. This is his voice now.
Wow, you sound just like God.
We could take the fight to Ingram now.
You got to teleport.
This Ingram.
Yeah, we do have to teleport. I don't. Not yet. Yes, what about him?
Well, I was going to ask you. Who?
Oh, right. He would be the leader of the Blades of Sarek. What do you call these guys?
We do not have a name for them.
I'll call them assholes.
I was gonna say assholes.
And I will admit that many of us do as well.
He is their leader. Big asshole, if you ask me. We're gonna go kick his ass.
Right, pop a douchebag in need of dying.
You all intend on going to the keep then?
Aye.
Yes.
And how are you prepared to? How are you going to siege the place? With
Yeah.
just the lot of you.
We have some inside allies who can help us get in.
Failing that, the cat can climb a wall.
Failing that, I can teleport right inside.
Failing that, frankly, I could probably climb a wall these days.
I'm afraid it is not getting in that I believe to be the problem. Well, as much. Getting to the gates would be complicated as is. They may not have archers, but they do have...
Blast energy.
Yes.
You've had
Spellcasters.
You've had scouts actually there.
They're not so much there. A ways away. The keep has been there for centuries. Our people know of it well.
And you would know of any secret entrances it might have?
There is the sewers. There's a... from what I believe, there is a... sorry, distracted. I believe there is a sewer system or something. It looks like there is a man-made opening on the side of the tunnels, the side of the canyon. There's a water flow coming from there. You should be able to get in from there if you are able to climb. I don't believe it to be a problem for our angel friend here.
I can carry some people up if they need them.
Dear sweet lord, I'm still not used to you looking like that.
Get used to it, Talon.
I really don't want to. This is gonna haunt my dreams. You haunt my dreams enough.
People happen to be willing to come with us.
I don't feel like that's a wise choice, mate. Honestly, we managed to keep them from sending word back, so for all they know, they're still on the way to besiege their home. So, if anything, we bought them some time to possibly evacuate.
We will not evacuate, but I am hesitant, to say the least, of sending any of my men with you. If they are anything like these men, well, it might seem that we did very well for ourselves here, and we did. But if you had not arrived, we probably would have killed them. Yes.
Probably.
But there would be casualties. They are much stronger than our normal, and, well, than most of us.
We're not going to catch him off guard like that again, so I think we'll
Yes.
just take the fight to him this time by ourselves.
What else is new?
That being said, without you, despite being able to take this threat on our own, you definitely saved a few of our lives. This, I believe, will not go unpaid. We don't have much, but we do have means of magical healing and the like. Potions, salves, things of that nature. We'll make sure you're prepared to take on that keep.
Is a wise idea.
I feel like all eyes just slowly turn to Scratches, who I think was really the only one that took any actual damage during that fight.
I got hit it once.
Damage from fireballs.
You're an angel. You give a damn.
I don't give a shit. In fact, I'm just going to heal myself a bunch because I can do that. Fuck, it won't roll it automatically. Alright, fine.
Huh.
Do you want to be healed?
And it's free from any curse, disease, poison, blindness, or deafness?
Scratches, would you like to be healed?
Yes.
I'm just gonna grab your tail.
Hey.
52 points of healing.
Ooh. I only needed 34.
And I remember that I used one before, so that is all of my uses.
I was about to say, how you can't do that too often, can you? Because there's got to be a
Times-
limit.
times per day.
4 times? Jesus Christ.
Times.
God, I wish you saved that now.
I mean, we kind of do have to take a break before we just assault the keep.
Okay. What I missed?
Some resources, we should get those back.
We were warned against directly assaulting the keep because bad things, but we were told if a man may pass away in the sewers.
Through the
A
sewers,
man
that is where we will.
passed away in the sewers?
Well, given our luck, probably that's going to happen, but... Temp HP!
Yeah.
So yeah, we should go back to Octeron and get them healing salves.
What if none of us have died so far, and then we go into a fucking shit tunnel and we die?
Hey, at least it's not water deep, where I swear to God, every other session, if not every session, we end up in the sewers. And we still have no idea why or
From,
how.
like, an open wound, then we fall in the sewer water. Just kind of pass away from. Just later, it's fucking sewer
I think-
disease.
I think two of
anyway.
you are immune to disease or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say, aren't half of us like immune to disease?
Cholera.
That's not the point.
Immune to poison, not disease.
No, I'm
Two
not
of you
speak-
are immune to disease.
Cure disease just by touching you as well.
So, you guys do go back to Octeron. It's only a few hours trek away. They load you up with. Are you planning on taking like a long rest before you go in,
Yes.
or?
Wait, did we take a short rest? Is that why we're healing?
No, I believe that's just
The angel being an angel.
a few touches.
Yes, that was me touching.
I mean,
Hold the touches.
I don't know about you guys, but I could literally head out right now and be pretty much perfectly fine. I wouldn't mind a short rest, but that's about it.
I know a few of us spent some spells, so it'd be nice to get those back.
Yeah, I mean, a short rest I can do. Long rest I don't need to.
You said you have means of teleporting there?
I could teleport directly inside if I needed to, yes.
The keep is a few days off.
It's true. There's also a reason I would like, because I could do it. This form for a bit, and I'm like, trade-offs.
Oh, there's just 3 charges on Blight Ender. Okay.
Should we just teleport right in there, guys? What do you think?
Our luck with
Into the keep?
our luck with your teleports has not been great as of late.
We have the note, so it's guaranteed.
How long until Ingram is expecting word from his military party that we just wiped out? How long until he becomes suspicious?
Probably like
Should go sooner than later.
Yeah.
Based on the based on where they were at, one would imagine that they would be expecting word before the end of the day.
Right. We should probably go now.
That is to say, if they survived, it is possible they would believe that we took care of them all.
But if we go now, we would take them by surprise. Would you like
declare surprise attacks?
We are definitely a group that should not be underestimated when it comes to surprise.
If we want to teleport in, then Boots, I would like you to attempt to dispel the magic, please.
Do what now?
Dispel the magic?
What
Did
magic?
Yeah, did you? Not me, being an angel magic.
You can't just dispel that on your own.
Can't cast dispel magic right now. I could stab myself multiple times, but I would prefer not to do that.
You want me to stab you? I can stab you.
Yeah, we know someone who can stab you.
If there's something that needs to be stabbed...
Wait, hold on. Why do we need to stab you multiple times for you to drop your form?
What the hell?
Because that's the only way I can cast teleport. I don't have access to my spells right now.
But
Wait.
why does stabbing you have to do with that?
Wait, are you trying to tell us you're stuck like that?
Yeah.
Forever?
Until I either drop 0 hit points or the magic is dispelled. What's a hit point? What's that?
When
This is
you
out of
drop
game.
to 0, is that the form 0 or is that Relier 0?
The form's 0, I immediately revert to being the bard.
Now the question is, do you still have your bard hit points, or are they gone because you dropped?
Boost is
No.
going to take a couple steps back.
No, if the form drops to 0, it's like wild shape. You still
Okay.
have your hit point. Like polymorph, you still
Oh,
have
no.
your hit
Where the fuck the boots go?
I thought that was the attack roll, and I was gonna lose my mind.
That would have been so good.
Guys,
Alright.
where do boots go?
Have you already used that today, or do you just not want to? I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, well.
So here's my thought tactically. We have the note, so we know it came from within the keep. We don't know where in the keep.
It's true.
That paper could have been made anywhere.
I don't see any downsides to this.
Oh dear sweet Jesus.
I'm-
They almost hear the shink.
Does a 25 hit Angel Bard?
That's the name.
I would freaking hope it does.
Who's hitting their goddamn keyboard like that?
Oh, there's no sneak attack on that. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that number's way too low.
There.
Oh,
There we go. That's the number I'm expecting. I think you put a dent, and that's it, though.
Yeah, I don't.
How much damage is that? Minus 48, minus 9.
All
57.
magical.
Ow!
I'm gonna stand next to the solar for save sneak attack.
Oh, of course.
Oh, magic boots.
So here's the thing, Relier. I'd rather not have to use any resources, and if all we have to do is just stab you a couple times with
Whoa.
no consequence, I think we're gonna take that option.
It's just very pain. How would you like it if I stabbed you right now?
Just
See, that
You
wouldn't
know-
serve a purpose. Stabbing you serves a purpose. And it makes me happy.
Hey,
Think of
Bart,
the
hey, Bart,
morale.
look over here.
No, I'm just gonna fly away. I'm not
Bart.
dealing with this.
Bart, look at me. Bart, hey.
No.
Sentinel.
17 missing.
How many of those hit, actually? Those were really bad rolls. Awesome.
Love you, bye.
I don't know, man. I'm really sorry, but like,
Flying away. I'm gone. No.
I'm gonna use opportunity attack.
You can do that.
I missed.
This is though, so fuck you.
I wonder how fast you can fly away. Let's find out.
120 feet. I'm fucking. 21 barely hits.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, wait, I forgot to add Wounded Prey.
what's your what's your flying speed right now?
150 feet, and I'm dashing, so that's 300 feet per round.
All right. I think Talon has 3 more hits.
I do.
After more,
I really do.
Yeah.
What is going on?
it's not gonna happen. Oh, am I immune to poison damage?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I am.
Ooh. Hey.
Well, it does matter. It
4 hits.
Right,
it
it's
scores
resistance.
resistance, not immunity.
Immunity. There's the Wounded Prey edition, and let's get 2 more in there. Click that off.
Am I mistaken when I thought that Stolers could cast Dispel Magic at will?
They can cast Detect Good and Evil and Invisibility at will.
You can also dispel good and evil.
Oh,
Dispel.
okay. I was thinking of a different thing.
There we go. Did I miss finally, Bard?
Hey, should we be attacking? You look over and there's Cadence of Water and his friends.
He's pretty far away now.
Oh,
Meanwhile, I'm like 600 feet in the air, still going up. Just.
Do you want us to get you out of the angel form or not?
I don't think he can hear you.
I mean, yeah, I'm way too far away. You can't hear me
Right. Looks like we're walking.
I'm
You
fine
guys
with
want
that.
to start on that?
Yeah, let's go.
This is a great day. I'm very satisfied with how it went.
Just gonna cruise along 610 feet in the air.
Fine, stop being so difficult. Stab yourself.
That's painful.
I don't care.
You know what?
You know what's really sad?
Because Legion.
I could have been an asshole and action surged on one of those too.
True. Or really, both of them, really.
Liar, this is just the consequence of your actions. You didn't think this through. You knew we
Again.
were gonna have to teleport, and I'm not just gonna be able to dispel that. It's a very strong spell.
Because Legion said so, I will return to the ground and just stab the shit out of myself.
And I will help.
Me
No,
too.
I'm very far away from Talon specifically, behind multiple layers of full cover.
No, it's all right. It's not gonna be straight up murder. I just want to stab you a lot.
So you're flying in the air, dude?
Tempted. Are you
End
stabbing?
of Octron. I'm flying all the way across, touching down in the city and just stabbing the shit out of myself.
So just in the middle of this hobgoblin city, they just see an angel land and start committing seppuku.
It's going to take a lot to kill myself. Can we say I automatically hit myself?
I'm about to say, you hit like a truck.
Do I automatically hit myself, Legion?
Sure.
I feel like you should roll because it's not easy to stab yourself.
Okay, well, regardless, eventually I'm going to be dropped.
Can we just skip ahead to say it happened? Because this is
No,
gonna
I
be a
feel
while.
like there's only one outcome here.
It's been half an hour.
There we go. Bard loses 5 hit points, and I'm no longer an angel.
Okay.
Isn't very hard.
How much health does that Solar have?
Shit ton.
Because Boots stabbed you, I shot you 3 times, and you stabbed yourself 3 times,
Hey.
not counting the damage you took before that.
He has only a little bit more than Kuridesh.
But I also have resistances and immunities.
So does Kuridesh.
I have a lot.
Yeah, Kurdish is Kurdish.
Actually, resistances are better than mine.
It takes a lot to kill me.
A lot.
So,
Really? Because I'm pretty sure Scratches would have a pretty easy time these days.
I can take him.
What?
So we're settling on no long rest.
I mean,
Now we gotta go.
yes.
As long as we can get in a short rest.
Okay. I will say that you guys do get a short rest on your journey back.
Woo!
A couple of hours pass to get to Octron. But whenever you get there, they load you up. They give you 2 greater healing potions.
Each or
2 total.
Scratches
Am I
him.
writing these down?
Yeah.
And 4 normal healing potions.
Okay.
They also give you 2 small like lip balm kind of things.
Sure.
Full
Oh, God.
of restoring salve.
Godash, do not eat that.
Essentially
How many salves?
2 salves.
Just salve.
Restoring salves. They're basically a lesser restoration in a salve.
who gets the greater? Who gets the normal?
I think the guys that can actually get to party members a little bit far off should get the graders. So Scratches
Now-
definitely gets one.
One more thing. The salve takes 1 minute to apply.
Oh, so it's after a combat thing. Okay, not during.
Okay, so 2 of each.
Okay, I'll just take a normal healing potion if that is good.
Okay, so there are 3 in the bag now.
It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Actually, you know what? Maybe Kurdish could benefit from the greater one bit better, because he's going to be the frontliner more often than not.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I don't need any potion.
2d4 plus 2 is like essentially nothing for Kurdish.
It's nothing for any of us.
I mean,
It's
44
like-
plus 4
yeah.
is a little bit nothing to Kurdish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if somebody gets knocked unconscious, that's when we're using those.
That's
That's
true.
an average
yeah.
of 14.
If I'm being honest, I think the people that have the most mobility, and then the people who don't have that aren't frontlining should have the potions, so they can feed them to someone if they get knocked out.
I have the most mobility, and I'm frontlining.
I can heal at a distance already.
Would you like it?
Yeah.
Healing
Can
potions.
heal.
That's right.
Yeah, Boots.
Do you just want to
needs
give me
one.
the potions, and I become the potion dispensary?
I can
Okay.
heal. I don't need a potion.
I'm deleting the potions and the salves from my inventory then.
I'm
Give me
still
your
going
potions.
on to my potion because it's just a good idea.
I don't want salves because Kurdish does not believe in lotion.
I'll hold on to the salves then. Doesn't matter who has them since it's out of combat anyways.
I feel like Kurdish would love lotion, but whatever.
No,
So
that's
I'm getting
Nathan.
two. I'm getting 2 graders and 3 regulars.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
As long as I have line of sight on one
Okay,
of you,
and I'll take the salves.
I can make sure that you're not going to fall. And
All right,
for
are we ready?
I keep forgetting I can heal you guys by shooting you. Why haven't I been using this more often on the bard?
Why haven't you?
Probably because
I
I,
Well,
also
because
have-
I don't take damage. That's why.
I also
Just
hate
a heads
you.
up too. I also have 5 pounds of rocks if anyone wants them.
Do you still have the glass?
I also have 30 pounds of shattered glass.
That's good. We can eat that.
I have a patch of Scratches' fur.
Don't eat that.
I have a mind blade necklace.
I have this amulet project thoughts we got from like session 1, and we still have not found a use for it.
I have 4 javelins. Hey, I'm just gonna drop those on the ground.
Why do you have
Yeah.
4 javelins?
Oh, hey,
Oh, wow.
Boots! I still have this! And I throw Boots his lock.
Actually,
Wait, you have my luck?
Hey, Matthew, make a dexterity check.
You told me to hold on to it for you.
Oh yeah, because you were going
Oh
away
my
for a bit,
gosh.
remember?
Yeah.
Is the checklist safe?
I did say check and not a save.
Oh, sorry.
Like, it flies right past you and, like, embeds itself on a nearby rock. Like, it is just...
Sounds about right.
Here's your luck.
Uh,
I don't
It is
think
heavier than...
I'm not sure if Boots can pick that out.
It's fine.
I mean, it's...
Okay, good. My inventory.
You're just clearing out your inventory right now.
Okay, let's go kill a boss, yeah?
Yeah. Tell Davo we're gonna be there in like 50 seconds.
I mean, do you tell Davo?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast sending to Davo and be like, hey, minutes to prepare, we'll be there soon.
You may want to be specific.
That's where we'll be.
What was that last part?
Wherever you wrote the letter,
Is where
Okay.
we'll be.
You'll find yourself at a small shrine outside. You should be able to see the keep from there.
right? We're gonna wait 30 minutes and then we're gonna teleport. Does that sound good, everyone? Up time.
I just had an
Silence.
arrow
All right,
knocked.
30
I just
minutes.
Fucking look like I'm ready to pounce something.
All right. So I'm just gonna say you guys teleport.
Poof.
It's like that familiar vibration until everything just fades away. From Octron to the to now basically you're right next to like a snow-covered shrine. If you're proficient in history or religion, you would definitely recognize this shrine as being a shrine of the warrior. It looks like it's kind of in disrepair and just generally unused. Out towards the north, on top of the mountain, you can see the keep, built on the side of a cliff of that's not how English works. Built on the side of a cliff on this snowy, frost-covered valley. Water pours off the side of the cliff and into the river that you guys see flows right along the lost shrine. Look, you guys have good perceptions. You guys can actually see that the water itself, the water that's flowing in this river, looks gross. It's like a darker, like brownish kind of like a green. It's just gross looking water.
It's sewage. It's straight up sewage.
I mean, it smells like it.
Oh, this is how they used to siege medieval castles. Sewage.
Well, anyone else looking forward to going upstream?
Nope. But
No.
fuck.
Yeah, be happy you don't have my sense of smell currently. This is like mind-numbing.
All right. You guys journey closer north. By the time that you get, it's only like a few miles away. Within the next like hour and a half, it's now dark. The sun has set. It's probably close to like 8 or 9 in the evening at the moment. The sounds of metal on metal, just blasts of all sorts of different kinds, from just explosions and just the sounds of battle can be definitely heard on the inside. As you guys are approaching, you notice that, Boots notices that on top of the walls there are a few what look to be spellcasters. They seem to be casting Eldritch Blast out towards like inside the keep. It doesn't look like many of them are paying attention. They aren't really prepared for an exterior assault. And you also notice that on the west side of the keep, there is a little, a narrow passage that seems like a little area that you can walk, that you have the option to walk down closer to that steep drop off that the sewer water seems to be coming from.
May I send Davo again?
Okay.
I'll be like, how do we know who the good guys are? Should I shoot the people on the walls?
After a brief moment, you hear the rather he seems busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
If they aren't shooting you, don't kill them. And then you hear a yell, and then it just cuts off.
Right. Fucking there.
So, good news, I take it?
If they're not shooting at us, don't kill them.
Oh, so like every other day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So do we scale the walls and just assault head on, or do we go in through the sewers from behind and try to do a pincer attack or whatever?
I don't know if
How-
it actually matters.
How
Yeah.
much can can we get rid of the Earth?
I'm sorry, what?
That's an odd question.
Like the ground itself?
So what if we go part of under the castle, excavate where we are up, and then we break in the castle that way?
That's some straight up Minecraft logic.
I have a great
What's
idea.
Minecraft?
We're gonna break into the castle by digging under it.
Oh,
I spotted a already dug hole just over here. Kurdash, will you follow me?
Yeah, absolutely. You should go first.
I head towards the sewers.
Yeah.
let's just make it quick. I don't know how long the other guys
Okay.
can hold out.
Through the sewers.
Oh, this smells like a shithole.
Oh my gosh, it's like he wanted us to go this way.
I guessed.
I make options. I made this map before I moved.
Nice. That's
So,
Uh,
who needs dark vision?
so-
Can I have Strix vision, please?
I can't see 10 feet in front of me. That's weird.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess I'll give you Strix vision.
Hold on, I'll do it myself.
It's 30 feet. Can you do that?
Where's
Oh.
my dark vision?
I'll just pop Strix in. It's easy.
Your dark vision should be fine. In fact, it's actually kind of. I have it set to where it's like bright right now.
I don't see any dark vision of my 120.
Yeah, 10 feet, it just like cuts off here.
Yes,
like
that's
a-
because it just cuts off there because there's no map over there in that direction.
Oh, it's
Makes
this
sense.
way?
Yeah. So you guys see a small ledge that you, it seems that you would be capable to
Okay,
cross
ledge.
this place,
Right.
but the sewers itself seems to be quite a ways down it. You would have to scale across.
Oh, I see. Scale across, you said. This is water, right?
Unless you're scratches. Well, everything that's like
Does anybody else have fly? We can literally just fly over.
How wide is this ledge?
2 feet, maybe.
Great.
On like the thickest parts.
Bird.
I'm about to say that Boots has no issue just going across.
I mean, yeah, Boots can just do. Absolutely
Looks like
fine.
there's a ledge over here. I'm gonna get a hammer out and some pitons.
Did anyone bother to give him rope?
I'm not.
I literally have the words. Hold on.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks.
So
They've
am I.
done this before, so it should be easy enough.
Okay.
You severely overestimate us.
Hold on. I'll
So-
get some rope. I'll walk back across the water, and we can do a little tightrope thing if we want to.
I think that's a good idea.
I have a climb
I have
speed
a
now.
great idea.
I give a fuck.
We're gonna do 2 rungs of pitons, one down low for footwork, and then one up high to hold on to.
Did he say pecans?
Talon, you got any rope?
Well, I am Talon, so in theory I should, but I actually may not, because I probably use it for other
I
crap.
had rope once. Someone
Boots
set it on fire.
Has rope already working on it.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh,
Legion, I just walked across. Check or anything.
Thank you, Nathan.
I'm still throwing that out there. If
Scratches.
anybody wants to just fly over.
Scratch is gonna walk in circles around Boots and like, hey, you need help with the rope. You need help with the rope.
Now, technically, this isn't water. This ledge is rock. Everything over here is open air, and everything over like in this direction is like a big giant rock wall. That being said,
I move it in a square.
Scratches
like
has a
this.
climb feed, so he can just go. You know.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I would accept help. Last time it didn't go as great as it could have.
I guess
I'll grab the rope.
definitely
And I'll
inspired.
advance over here.
I would say that there's probably not a very high likelihood that you will fail any of these checks. Therefore, you just managed to hammer it all in. Between the two of you, you're able to get everything settled. He has a climbing speed. You guys are both,
I'm a,
very
fuck,
dexterous. I don't see you guys failing.
I'm a fucking athlete now because I've done this to me goddamn times already.
You guys managed to set up a system to help you guys cross this little path, and you guys can continue along.
Yay.
Cool.
My roll 20 is
Yeah,
breaking.
we're like
It did take some time, but it did happen.
we're like god killers. I can't believe we're sewers.
I'm
biggest
telling
enemy.
you, we can fly over. You don't have to smell.
Yeah, but that's extra resources.
Before I round the corner, do I hear anything?
I've already rounded the corner.
Yeah, you hear mostly rushing water.
Great.
This is what, 32 passive perception?
35.
Rushing air
Jesus
quotes, water,
Christ.
end quotes.
35.
Yeah.
Out in the very, very, very far distance, you can hear the faintest sound of what seems to be snoring.
There is something here. We should probably approach quietly. I'll lead the
Oh.
way.
Lee, would you say?
Yes, I would say stealthily. Merrick, you should stay like 80 feet back.
That's extremely rude.
You have Bardic Inspiration, Merrick.
Wow, I think that's the
Are
worst
you
I've rolled in
saying that
stealth in a
just
while.
because he's a tiefling?
Yeah.
I'm saying that because Merrick worships Bane. And
Is it
Bane
because he's a
is
big red devil?
really loud.
I whisper loudly.
How much
to
Also
I make my worship known by
Is it-
yelling it.
Is it because of his weird sulfur smell?
Merrick.
Are you southern all of a sudden? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, go. I roll poorly. I see everyone else rolling, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that just in case.
I got an 18 on my stealth roll.
Well, now it's a 28. You are officially more stealthy than I am.
It's pretty good.
I got 20.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Scratches will telepathically telepath to Boots, saying that there's a corner around where he's standing. I don't know if I've caught up though, unfortunately.
I don't know where. Yo, you're
Yeah, you seem to be lagging a little bit. I'm gonna go like 60 feet up or so to the corner.
I'm 60 feet up from the initial corner, and that's where the next corner is.
Okay, yeah. Is that snoring getting closer?
It's getting. It's getting a little closer. It does seem that it's still very far out.
I'm gonna refresh my roll 20. It's lagging something fierce.
You guys do see that, like, immediately above you here. That little thing that I drew. Part of the path before you seems to have just eroded away or just gotten blasted off or something. But that little bit has been knocked off and it's just gone. It's just like, oh yeah. You also see a little bit of blood and flesh.
Oh.
Oh.
Yay.
That's
All right.
fun.
Yep. I'll like turn around, point to the corridor with like stabby motions, and then continue.
Are we about to stab someone?
Kodesh, we're in a sewer of enemy territory. Yes, we're about to stab someone. We always are about to
I
stab
hope-
someone.
I think I could get someone.
I hope there are no killer crocodiles down here.
Oh, I cannot be that
Killer
lucky.
croc.
They are. They're just.
Okay, where the fuck am
Do
I?
I really need to describe to you what this is? I think I did a pretty good job.
Wow. Alright.
I will say, yes, they are mangled and bloody. Some of them are just gnawed upon bones. They seem to be humanoid in shape. The bones themselves are just soaked in blood, just stained. And there seems to be like a half-eaten corpse, still blood. It's almost like a jelly at the moment. And like he has like some remnants of clothing still on, also soaked in blood. You can see half of his face is still intact.
I feel like I smell literally all of this, and with a very alleviated sigh, I fucking cast Dark Vision and prepare myself to see what I smell.
Yeah,
Where
I just-
are you? You're
I'm
here.
Yeah, I'm lagging something fierce on roll 20. It is not having a good time right now.
Believe me, it will get easier. Hold on, I'll be right back.
okay.
So why didn't we want to fly over?
Because we're stealthy
Resources.
boys.
Yeah, I guess resources,
It
right?
would've
We'll
been-
come in.
It would have been just 2 of my spell slots. And we would all just hovered right over the wall.
Only
Alright,
got it
yeah,
for
what do I
zero.
miss? Oh, dear sweet lord.
Okay, I guess. Sounds alright.
Yeah, I could have just become a Solar again and flew people over, like, resources and stuff.
Yeah, but my resources, I don't use my spell slots as often as my sword, so I could have used them.
I mean, it's not too late to go back and fly over the wall.
I
I
mean,
feel like at this
I mean,
point, we're committed to this now.
yeah, we're committed.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, when it comes to
I
resources,
tell you what,
talent is
when
not too
we
bad.
kill Ingram, we could fly over the wall as a victory dance on the way out.
Laughing all the
Do the,
way.
Victory lap,
do, the,
but-
do the moonwalk in the air as we go backwards over the wall.
Right.
Talon, how did you get inside the wall?
Alan!
Let me how I get inside the wall. I'm not inside the wall, I'm next to Merrick.
I don't see you next to me. Oh, there you are. No. Yeah, I don't see you.
Okay.
So, can I roll
You're
I
next
roll-
to Merrick. You're
Yeah.
next to Merrick. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So can I roll a check to see if I can identify what the fuck was nomming these things?
Yeah. Make a nature check. I would say with disadvantage.
Did they have any loot?
Artically inspired.
Make an investigation check if you want to find loot.
I heard vertically inspired. That's a D12, correct?
Yes, that is a D12.
It's a D12.
That's
Well,
a
D-
19.
19. It definitely seems. It looks, from the looks, it is rather big. It seems that every tooth that this creature had was jagged, sharp. They seem to be a little spaced out, even. Like it's not just like our teeth, where like
They're tightly knit. These are so like a gator jaw almost, like a legit gator jaw bite.
yeah, kind of. Like it is very similar to that. Yes.
So this is a weird technical question. Judging from the bite marks, does it look like the jaw length actually easily goes across the entire torso of these men? I can just assume a yes, honestly.
So it seems to be coming from, based on your role. I mean, I would say, yeah. I mean, I would say that you would probably think it's probably about a large sized creature. As for loot, you do manage to find a small coin purse still attached to the remnants of clothing, blood soaked. Inside, there's 3 gold coins and 2 silver pieces.
Yeah! Retirement!
Blood soak. That's Merrick's favorite type of coin purse.
Yeah, you know, I figured he'd be pretty stoked.
More so about the coin sack than the actual gold.
Yeah, after investigating those bite marks, I just walk back. I'm not even worried anymore. It's like,
I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the ceiling as I'm going along too.
we fought bigger.
Okay.
If I,
The ceiling seems to be made about the same like chiseled structure as all others. Right now, you don't see anything. I'll let you know if anything comes up.
if I were like, would I fall if I tried to walk across this, or is it just fine?
I mean, you could try to push it up against the. I mean, it should be fine. You know, I don't see a reason. It's probably like a foot where it's not in effect.
So I can just like cross it, and I'll be.
Yeah, you can make it across. I mean, it's not there to hinder you. It's just
Decoration.
What
decoration.
happened here? It is lore.
What happened
There's
here
lore.
is
This is
lore.
lore.
This is lore.
Welcome to lore.
Lore school. Lore bard. But I don't
Ha!
have history for some reason.
Oh. Scratches, I'm so sorry. You're so desynced. It's just funny. I find it amusing.
Mr. Legion Man, what do I see up
Oh
that
yeah,
way?
what is that?
As you guys see a little bit further, well, I don't really know exactly what you can see, but in Strix's vision, this will help me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you see this. Out out there in the distance, it does seem like there is a larger, like a gated area. Like there's like a room that it looks like this tunnel opens up into like a room where whereas like the tunnels themselves have the water open just to air. It looks like this area has been graded to allow people to go across it. And now in the distance, you see what looks to be, you can barely see it off in the distance, still like lightly obscured. There is what looks to be some sort of sleeping reptile creature. It seems that this is what is making the snoring sound. And getting closer at this point, you notice that the snoring seems to be coming from multiple sources. And it seems to be coming from that room.
Yay.
Okay. And the lever looking thing off to my left?
Well, it looks to be like a pulley system, like a crank.
Snorch.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll whisper.
You've seen things like it for like closing portcullises and things like that. Like, you know, it's one of those sorts of things. Pulley system.
Yeah. I'll whisper that information to the rest of the group. They know that there are things there. I think that we should probably go to the right path.
It'd be a good
We'll
idea.
have to get wet.
Well, the good.
I'll let the party know that the same thing on the left side is also on the right side. Up ahead.
Okay.
Oh, well, in that case, let's go to the left, because we don't have to get wet.
Oh, yeah. That's just a cistern dead end.
Now, Merrick, you actually notice that it looks like one is awake and like gnawing at something in what looks to be like a little nested area.
I relay that info.
Now, something or someone?
Sure.
Should we just shoot them from here?
That part's hard to tell.
We can barely see them. I'm gonna sneak up and get a
Okay.
much better look if you guys want to wait for a moment.
I just want to make sure I can get one in sight at least. Because that's the kind of shitty thing about fighting at range. Like, as long as I can see them, I can shoot them, but I have to see them.
So far, it doesn't seem like anything has noticed you, Boots. You're being very quiet. Just know that if you get closer, they could still see you. You're not hiding behind something.
Right.
It's a possibility. I'm not saying it'll happen automatically. They're not really paying attention at the moment, so you think. But, you know.
I still can't see them.
Cool. I'm gonna use a second level spell and cast invisibility.
Okay.
And we solved that problem.
Could be a problem.
And
Wait.
you know what? I'm gonna use a third level spell, so Strix is invisible too.
Okay, I was just about to mention. It's like, but there's still a floating owl just floating
There's a
forward.
floating owl just.
Oh boy. Okie dokie.
What you see, Boots, are a series of almost dragon-like creatures with almost like scorpion tails. You haven't really seen anything like this in the past. Usually when it comes to lizard folk and dragons, they seem to have like distinctly 4 limbs. But these guys don't seem to have those front claws, instead having almost wings like a bat.
It's a wyvern.
Right. Alright. I'm
Yay.
gonna continue to
It's
try to
a
move
wyvern.
forward. Nothing's seen me, nothing looking my way. I'm moving pretty silently.
Your
Dude,
boots.
You and your friend is invisible, and there's not a single thing on the planet that could hear you.
Right, I found some stairs. Lovely.
You did find some
Okay.
stairs,
I'll head back to the group.
which easy enough.
And still invisible. I will tell them that there
Whoa!
are...
What's that voice?
It's Boots. Get used to it.
There's like a dozen baby dragon-looking things in that room.
Baby
Yeah,
dragon.
Just past that, there's some stairs.
What, just a dozen?
To kill them all.
They didn't seem to notice me, but
But where are you?
get the feeling they're gonna notice everyone else because they're awake.
Oh, now my roll 20 catches up when I
Awake.
pass without trace on my stealth roll. God fucking damn it. Well,
I'm jealous.
I know, right?
You just
Well, so, option, we simply try to sneak right by and try to go up, and if they notice us, well, that's why we have Merrick.
That's when we slaughter the rainbow dragonlings. Reindeer. What the
Okay.
fuck am I
I'm
saying?
pretty okay with that plan. I'm gonna go ahead first, and then give me like a minute or so before you guys come in.
okay. Alright.
That way, I can just get it on the other side of them. Yeah.
Wait, just no.
Any? Cool. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no one's gonna question you. I just want close enough to shoot him.
I'm thinking
there
that
we go.
if somebody gets caught while they're crossing, I want a place to hide.
Now, it is worth mentioning, Boots, I assume that you probably have told all these guys. It looks like 6 of the 10 of these creatures are sleeping.
Yeah, I mentioned that some of them are awake and some of them are asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone has a plus 10 to their stealth rolls at least, so... Hooray.
Yeah,
I go
talent
first.
At all.
Yeah, I would say Merrick go first, because honestly, if anyone's gonna get caught, my bets are on him or Kurdish.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to help this go by a little bit faster, I think. I don't know, is this not this too much, a little bit more.
Too much? Too much, a little bit more. What do you mean?
I took too much of the map. I'm making the map small.
Oh no.
I think it's a great
Oh.
idea.
I-
I'm just happy I can
Merrick's
see these
moving.
things. Yeah, Merrick's moving.
Is Merrick like moving, or is
Moving.
Merrick fake moving?
He
I
moved
mean,
all
I'm
the way
moving.
where Boots was.
By
I'm
the
moving
time
5
you get
steps
to
at a time.
by the time you're there, roll initiative.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
that stealth roll wasn't enough?
You're not hiding behind anything. They see you walk up.
I'm hiding behind my helmet of encouragement.
It's not encouraging enough.
I was told I'm doing a good job.
Boss, you're hiding so well right
Merrick
now.
insults.
Oh man, boss! You can't imagine anyone being sneakier than you.
Just let me tell you, that smell that you emit just fits so well with this dungeon we're in.
I'm not sure that's encouragement or just vaguely insulting.
Ooh, that was a nice roll.
Why
I
not
like that
both?
roll. They have very low. That's funny.
I feel like the helm of encouragement makes Merrick immune to vicious mockery.
I just want to point out I'm not last in initiative order.
Oh, that's me.
You actually rolled above a 10.
Now, so, Scratches and Talon, you're just not. Best that I can tell, you guys don't even exist anymore.
Okay, I'm about to say, I did roll initiative. It's 18.2.
I got a 22.
I believe you.
22.
I will point 22. That don't make any sense.
22 dex, boy.
You have 22. Ah, that does check out. Never mind.
There we go. I see Scratches. He's right in front of me.
Do you think I pay
Oh,
any
he's behind
damn
me.
attention to you?
Wait, now I'm
No.
confused. Because now there's 2 of me. There's one behind Scratches and one that's up where I actually moved. So I could see things to shoot at them.
Well, I can't see the one that's where you want to be. So move the one that I can see to where you want to be and delete the other one.
Weird.
Is there a duplicate Scratches somewhere that I'll need you?
And I put duplicate Scratches right behind Kurdish.
Sadly, Duplicate Talon needs his dark vision back. Because he is blind as a bat.
Do this, do that. Do your job.
Hey, how about you stop complaining?
Yeah, guys, why don't you stop complaining?
Yeah.
Shut up,
I'm
Michael.
complaining. I'm about to murder a bunch of wyverns and collect their teeth.
You know what?
So, like, what? You were, like, up here, I guess?
Dennis looks like the only happy one.
Can you guys see what I'm doing with all the people? I can see everyone. I'm not sure.
I see 3 people here. I see 2 people here, and I have no idea where Boots is, but that's normal.
Oh, so that's normal. That's Boots.
Pretty standard. Well, so Scratches, are you where you want to be behind Kurdish? Is that where you were, or were you somewhere else?
Where I am right now, my screen is on the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, I just caught up.
Look at you.
I'm really tempted to
A
refresh
perfect
again.
time to refresh, yeah. Well, it's Scratch's turn first. Now, I am under the assumption that you just teleport to wherever you want to be. Typically.
Yeah, so I can't see the duplicate token, unfortunately. Should I just drag myself back on screen where I was?
Yes. I have deleted the duplicate token, so just do you.
Alright.
How long until the internet's back?
I know, right?
I don't even know if it's my internet or my Roll20 at this point. However, I'm trying to move in early.
But dude, when are you gonna get your power cord?
Oh God.
I think never. I think not ever again.
You know, I could just buy you one and send it to you.
I'm actually gonna try to refresh again. This is annoying.
Anyways, I can see myself now. I'm gonna move.
Cool. I can't see you now.
What? I'm behind Kurdish.
You're not even in my Roll20.
Oh shoot.
But also, Scratches just showed up.
So when you call my
Where?
phone, like, what's up, danger?
Alright. Tell you what.
I see Scratches. I see you moving, Scratches. There you are.
I don't even see where I are. I'm just gonna refresh the page.
I
Yeah,
don't even
that's what I
see
just
where
did.
I are.
Oh, the wyverns
Where
went right before me, son of a whore.
But it's safe to assume that on my turn I would approach a wyvern and I would scratch it
That
up to 4 times.
a maximum of 4 times.
There we go.
There is one sleeping one on the very left. On the bottom left.
God. Kill it instantly.
Murder the ever-living shiza out of it.
Oh, aha! I'm in the wall. I'm out of the wall.
I moved you out of the wall.
Can you see me now?
I can see you now.
Okay, I'm gonna walk on water.
Oh my god.
15,
I can
20,
see you moving.
25, 30,
Holy crap.
45, 40, 45,
Scratches became Jesus!
50.
And my Roll20 just disconnected again. God damn it.
Oh, baby. Okay, that's a lot. It's a lot of wyverns.
It's a few wyverns.
At least.
Could it be all the webcam stuff that's making Roll20 lag?
It might be.
Maybe.
I'm gonna check their servers right now. Because this has been happening off and on for a while.
Is anyone using a VPN?
No.
Let's see here. Main site, marketplace, info site.
Right, so.
If it's an issue, you can go to disable your receiving video.
I'm going to. Well, so I have to use my tabaxi movement to just get to that thing, unfortunately.
Okay.
So how about I'm gonna hit this guy with the Mind Slayer tendrils. 19 to hit.
Oh, I see that.
Hits.
13 psychic damage, and
Now it was
asleep.
It was asleep.
So I have advantage. So let's see if I get it. Nope, no, not 20.
It's not.
So 13 damage.
Okay.
Make
It is.
Oh.
Con save?
Yeah, con save. DC
Okay.
17.
16.
Stunned. Next.
Just work your way down the line.
Hit this guy with the Mind Slayer tendrils. He's awake, from what I can tell. That's a 28.
He's dead.
Yeah, 28 hits.
Con save.
14.
Next. Let's go this guy. I have advantage on this guy because he's asleep. 31.
Yeah,
But-
that hits. Con
Wait.
save?
Asleep, would that be considered unconscious?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be an auto crit?
I mean, I believe it was an auto crit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll add a D10. Okay, so I crit both of these guys then. So
Oh,
add
boy.
six more-
What I
6 more
believe.
damage to the first guy and 9 more damage to the third guy. I'm not gonna waste my time.
I
on
want a
slots on this
crit.
guy.
Boots, no. When you crit, the world ends.
Con
Oh,
save
no.
on the third guy.
Oh, no, quit. He rolled a 5.
Uh,
He's stunned.
Final. Flurry of blows.
It's an auto crit.
Asleep.
If you hit it.
Imagine
He's
if Boots
asleep.
had great weapon master.
21.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So 21 psychic damage, con save.
Con save. 5.
Awesome. 4 stuns for 5 key points. Let's
Bah, 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 bah.
Not bad, dude.
And suddenly, the encounter just got a lot less. It's the wyvern's turn. All of these sleeping ones do wake up, but I am considering them surprised until their next round.
Man.
I don't know how they rolled a better initiative than you. Just lucky rolls.
Yeah, they rolled one higher than mine.
This guy is going to crawl out using half of that, I would say. He then starts flapping his wings and makes it pretty much all the way over here. This guy is going to move about here. This guy... he would see Merrick there. I don't know. He's going to go to Merrick. So, Scratches, against you. By the way, Black D20 of Death.
Ah! No.
He's gonna make a bite attack on you real quick.
Alright. Armor class 20.
Yeah, he rolled a 15.
Okay.
And then a stinger.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Alright, I'm gonna grab him by the stinger and I'm gonna plunge into the guy next to
Okay. Here. So that's 5 plus 9.
It's 12.
Sorry, 5 plus 4 is 9. And he has to make a con save,
Ooh. Taste your own medicine, baby.
which he failed and takes.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
But I lost 2 of them.
There, Max.
Must be D4s.
They're D6s.
Oh god.
Right.
This isn't even a homebrew wyvern. You should know this.
I don't.
Right.
How would I know that? I don't medicate.
You know what? Whatever. I'm talking
I
about
don't
Scratches 'cause he has no
metagame.
excuse.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, I lost another D6. That's fine. That's 4, 5, 8, 12, 14. That's a 20, and then that's 23 points of poison damage.
Ow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He didn't seem too happy about that. So we have a claw attack. As he is flying, he's going to try to swipe at Scratches.
Alright.
That's a 9.
Nope.
And then he's going to try to make a stinger attack. That's a 20.
Balls. Hit me
Balls.
with that poison enemy too.
Cause monks.
But shield.
I use my free
You do
action.
take 10 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make
No.
I need you to make a con save.
She passes.
13. I don't have advantage.
You failed. You take no poison damage.
Because you're a monk.
Just like rip it out of my chest.
We also have an attack called Merrick. Claw attacks on Merrick. We got a 24 to hit.
Damn it.
Does that actually hit you?
That's
I
the
didn't
highest I
put
rolled
any
all
more-
day.
I didn't put any of my stuff on it. Although, on that hit, I will Hellish Rebuke once you're done.
Okay. Okay, that's minimum damage. So you take 6 points of slashing damage. Go ahead and do the Hellish Rebuke thing. That's a dex save, right?
Good question.
Save DC 19.
Yeah, Dex save. DC 20.
Okay.
Ow.
He rolled a 16.
He failed.
So he does take all of that. Yeah, he takes all that. All right, 18 points of fire damage, and then he is going to make a stinger attack on you. That is another 24 to hit.
The Lord said unto thee,
It's
it be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
Sometimes like that, it be.
you take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
I don't
Oh,
even...
I lost the stupid die that I don't care about.
17 con save?
Hello. That passes. 5, 10, 15.
Be 5 more damage.
25. You take 12 points of poison damage.
How much? 12?
Yeah.
And there goes the temporary hit points.
I'm pretty sure you'll get them back.
That is the Wyvern's turn, because everyone else is stunned. Talon!
Or surprised. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot this boy here. Does he even know I'm there? I'm assuming he knows I'm there.
At this point, you're not hiding behind anyone. If they are awake, yeah, they see you.
Okay, just making sure. I mean,
If you can see them, they probably see you.
Alright, I mean, I'm still gonna sharpshooter it for fun, because it's funny.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna have bad results.
I was about to say, there's a 22 hit.
22 does hit, but I do not see. Yeah, you're disconnected, bruh.
Again, yeah, okay, that's okay. I'll throw the math at you.
Are you attacking the one?
I'm attacking the one that's attacking Merrick.
Fine. Okay, that's what I thought. That does hit.
Awesome. It takes wow, only 29 damage.
Don't forget wounded prey.
I did no, it's on there. It rolled a 1.
Okay, just making sure. All right, 29 points of damage.
And then I'm gonna shoot him again because I can. If he's alive, is he alive?
He is alive.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again then. That's a 29 to hit and 26 damage.
All right.
And then my happy ass.
He takes 2 arrows in the chest. His wings start to flap wildly, trying to keep him up in the air. He looks towards you and just lets out a vicious roar in your general direction. He does not seem pleased.
That's nice.
Oh, speaking of not being pleased, it's Merrick's turn.
Oh,
I'm not done yet. I
right.
still have movement and shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have movement. Let's see if that happens on my screen.
Do. Because bonus action dash is a goddamn thing.
The most sessions, like, it should just be one more session, like this for me. At most, because if I move in early, it'll be fine.
I also flip him the bird as I just did him out away. And that's my turn. Now it's Merrick's turn to murder the thing.
Where did you go, though?
That little path with the pulley system thing in it, that's where I went.
By Boots?
No, it's back closer to the entrance.
Like on the. Okay, I
Here, look.
I can see you
Gotcha.
pinging. Wait, no,
I can
that's-
see you.
that's Merrick.
I can see Merrick pinging, but I understand what you mean.
Right.
Thank you, Merrick. You're
You
better.
are welcome.
Why is there another Talon? Get this Talon out of here.
I
Oh
don't.
no!
I
What's
don't
it
know.
not?
I don't know, but
Yeah, let's have two blatant racists in the party.
It is Merrick's turn.
You mean
it's Merrick's turn.
three? The bar.
I am swinging with this. Oh.
Yeah, those hit.
Oh, okay.
Wyverns, low
You
AC.
were worried?
I don't imagine it being alive much longer, honestly.
At that point, it is looking very low. Not dead, but I mean it falls to the ground. It's not prone. It's just like it can't keep himself swinging. You seem to have like torn some of like the ligaments and tendons in one of his wings, and he like lands on the ground and just roars at you, trying to intimidate you.
Is it too late for Divine Smite?
Not really.
Divine Smite with the second attack.
With your warlock slot?
Yeah.
Doesn't even
Just-
need to roll damage.
Yeah.
He had five. He had five.
He's dead. He's dead. He died.
Anything else from you, Merrick?
Bonus action, Eldritch Scale Poison.
Good call.
Okay, makes sense. Boots.
Tap HP.
I just cringed when I hear that
invisible.
chuckle.
And
You're invisible. More than half of them are stunned.
Strix
day.
is also invisible. And weirdly, when I break my invisibility, I believe Strix stays invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is going to be real entertaining.
This is
So, gonna run in. And I think that was 35 of my movement. Does he know I'm there?
Don't patronize me.
Why is that a question?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out Edna and make a booming blade attack on the wyvern.
I'm glad that you call them by their names.
Dave.
He did it. He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
He did what?
He
I did
did
it.
it.
Did he crit?
Boys.
He
got a crit.
Oh god damn, it's not loading for me. Come on, I want to see the crit damage.
Did it. It's over.
Wow.
I'm so sad I can't see these numbers.
Yeah, you are.
109.
109. Jesus.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh my.
Is it
You
alive?
pull out Edna and you stab it into the it's like kind of flying. No, this one actually isn't flying up above. It crawled out of the cage and began attacking Scratches. You come in behind, it's not even paying attention, and you stab it right in the spine. Suddenly, the vibrations from the oh my god, it just rolled. That's crazy. Okay. So the vibrations from the blade pulse through its spine, and you watch as the entire the bone structure of this creature just seems to collapse on itself, and it is dead.
When a rogue crits, a wyvern implodes.
That was a one-hit kill.
When a rogue hits, doves cry.
What do
I get
do
that
now?
joke.
I'll use the rest of my movement to get into this little pen here. And I'll use my
Get
bonus
in there.
action to hide.
Okay. You hide as best you can behind the. They are metal bars. I should say it's like a prison cell kind of situation.
Is there, like,
But
hay
you
on the
do
floor
your
there?
best to hide like the hay and stuff that's
Yeah.
comprising the nest, and you are small enough to make it work.
Nobody can see you.
Just hiding under it.
Good lord, Kuridesh. You think you can one up Boots?
Good god,
I can't even see the damn thing.
I just saw the numbers. Oh dear sweet Jesus, that's scary.
I literally don't know where anything is.
North.
North.
Oh, it's
Go
It's
north.
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 Can I just
Everything
run,
is north.
Can I just run past them?
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's a friendly creature, you can run by. They'll let you through.
Oh, well, this is just great. I have 40 feet of movement speed. Yeah, watch me one-up them.
I mean,
Hey, you've got to.
you've had 3 attacks if you kill and or crit one.
Dude, I can't.
He can't go that far, but he can spit acid right on the.
Acid's always an option.
Sweet
Acid is
baby
always an
Jesus.
option.
So the plan is I'm just going to run here, and I can't rage, can I?
You can rage. It's a bonus action.
Oh, so yeah, so I dash here, and then I rage, and then I just sit here angrily.
Rawr!
You just run up to it. You sit there. You stare him right in the face, and you just just yell at this stunned creature. It seems terrified. A bard.
I'm glad I can.
Things. This thing is mostly awake. I don't want it to be awake anymore, so I'm going to cast Hex on it. And then
Which one?
this specifically, the one who is currently awake.
Okay.
I would like to shoot him with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Do so.
Let's do. Where is that on this list of over 20 things? First one, 18.
Yeah, it's.
That's only that's not adding the 5. Hold on, that's actually 13 points of damage. I apologize. Macro plus 5 damage.
All right.
Great, second attack.
Okay, that hits.
13. Ooh, only 8.
My God, I can see these numbers roll now.
Okay.
Yeah, all 4 hit. Just like it's still kind of like keeping itself up in the air. It is looking rather hurt at the moment.
All right, that is my turn.
Scratches. It's back to you.
All right. Just gonna use my claws. I'm just gonna grab this thing by the tail and try to finish it off. 29 and 19 psychic damage.
All right. It is not quite dead.
Oh, you're making me angry.
It is like you.
Are you kidding?
You take your psychic claws, you grab you sink them into the tail itself, and you pull at it once, and then you see parts of the tail like lose motion. You reach in with your other claws and just tear off the side of it, and it seems like it just completely goes limp. The entire form of this creature falls to the ground, and you notice that it has stopped breathing.
All right, give it a little kick, and I'll turn around and start. I guess working my way down.
Town.
I'll start working my way up. I'm gonna go to the bottom ones. They're all stunned anyways. And I'm just gonna take care of this one at the bottom.
Okay.
So advantage, tendrils. All right. It hasn't taken any. Well, it's only taken a little bit of damage, so I'll just use a flurry of blows.
Yeah, those both hit.
All right. That's my turn.
They are no longer stunned, right?
They are no longer stunned.
Until he stuns him again.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's the wyvern's turns.
Yeah. A little bit of unfortunate turn order.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that seems feasible. Let's see, 5'10", then like.
Oh, there's some more.
I would. Yeah, there are a few more. They're just like starting to kind of flock into the general area. I can't really get much further than this. So we're gonna start with scratches here because you've made yourself the most annoying out of the bunch at the moment, at least to these guys next to you.
Yeah, no one else.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have 4 bite attacks. That's a 16. That's a 20.
Since
Bless
there's so
you.
many attacks coming at me, I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
And I
That
rolled
is a
25.
21. And that is a 10.
Alright.
Then we have 4 stingers on you. 9, 11, 9,
Well, 9/11.
natural 1.
And the one that attacks Merrick. It's
Natural
a
1.
crit.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sitting in my bubble.
the wyvern up here is a little bit too far away to reach anyone with its claws. But he can, he reaches his neck in between his friends there and tries to take a bite at Merrick. That is a natural 1. Landing on the ground there, the tail comes out from behind him and starts to shoots toward Merrick as well. That's a 12. The 2 guys that are right next to Merrick and the Bard, we're gonna start with a bite attack on Merrick again. That only a 16. We're gonna get a tail attack on the Bard. That's a 22.
See, that will hit me.
Okay, you take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save for me.
So, what if instead of 11, I actually took 4?
That's fine. I still need you to make a con save for me.
It's a 23.
23 does make the save. 5, 9, 10, 16, 20. You take 10 points of poison damage.
And then I take 5 points of poison damage.
No.
Resistance to poison.
Oh, you're right. 5 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Then, if you knew that, then why didn't you just do it, nerd? We got a bite attack on the Bard now, coming from the other guy, and then another tail attack on the Bard.
That's okay.
24.
What we think?
That hits
fine.
Merrick.
I'm sorry.
What?
That one is going to be 11 points of piercing damage from the bite,
Okay.
and the tail is only a 16.
That hits.
It hits.
My
I need you to make a con save.
Scratches and mirrors.
It's increased the entire time we've been playing.
You really should look into that.
That's funny. Okay, so you take 15 points of piercing damage,
Am looking into that specifically
And you-
at level.
and you have failed to save.
Have. Right.
5, 8, 10, 18. You take 21 points of poison, reduced to 10.
Yay. That's painful.
It's a little painful. That's all of those guys. Talon, it is now your turn.
Boop. Bang.
You have volley.
I do have volley. Oh, look at all these wonderful targets within 10 feet of each other constantly and
Does
consistently.
that doesn't hit me?
You do have to be able to see them.
I do see
But-
them. I see all of these men here, and they're all
You
within
do see
10
these-
feet.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so those 4 buggers are going to get a sharpshooter each, so starting with the bottom. That's a 12. That's sad. I haven't rolled in that one in a
12
while.
does not hit.
Going for the one above him. What the
That
hell?
one hits.
Oh, 15 hits.
Wow.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that one wounded by any chance?
That one is not.
That one is not. Okay. That's still 30 damage. Now for the one above that one. That's a 29. Is that one wounded?
It's no.
Whoa, why'd I shoot up like an extra 30 feet? What the fuck? Hold on.
It's a good question.
Freaking roll 20, goddammit. Because I can move here and I can see them all. Okay, that one is not, so that just takes regular damage. And for some reason I rolled initiative, even though I was rolling damage. What is happening right now? And the final one, in that little kitty corner in front of Merrick, that is 28. Is that one wounded by any chance? Yay, nay?
No.
Fuck. Well, they're all wounded now, except for that first one.
They are all wounded now.
And that's 22 damage.
Good God. Yeah, I think you've like... Wow. You have somehow managed to make 3 of these guys have the same amount of HP. Like the same number.
Ah!
Nice, that's bonus points.
Yeah, you get bonus points for that. It doesn't do
Awesome.
anything, but it makes you feel
Oh.
special.
It makes me feel special. You know what also makes you feel special? Action surge. Let's do it again.
Like the volley again?
Yes.
All right. Checks out. So starting from you again?
From the
or-
bottom. Yeah,
Okay.
from the bottom.
And now we're here. You can do Wounded Prey now.
Yay! I can only do it once, so that guy's really fucked.
I mean, you know,
So there's Jet.
another 36.
And then the one above him.
Doing
That's a lot of rolls.
I know, right?
That hits.
doing damage.
That is 31 damage.
Uh-huh.
And the one above him.
Jeez.
That's a 20. And the one to the kitty corner left.
Stupid.
Ooh, does a 16
Like
hit.
Yes. All of these guys are looking pretty injured, except for like the one in the quote unquote kitty corner.
Can I spend a bonus action to entangle that one with Blight? With Blight's special thing? Where I basically restrain his happy ass.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I have no idea. This is so broken. But no, can I use the bonus action on that last one, basically directly in front of Merrick, to restrain him for DC 19 strength saving throw?
Yes. Look.
Did your microphone just break or fall out?
It sounded like I got hit by a potato.
Michael?
I think he muted himself because he's shrieking currently.
I think he's getting murdered. Can anyone see him on camera?
No, I think
Death
he...
and mute.
I think the only murder happening right now involves Talon and shooting arrows at things.
Michael, we cannot hear you.
You're
I don't
muted,
think
brother.
he can hear us.
He
Oh yeah,
can't
he's
hear us.
oh yeah, he can't hear us either. Oh shit.
Oh wait, he can hear us. He's not just skipping through everything.
No, he's deafened.
Yeah, he's definitely
Is he
cannot
done?
hear us.
Ah, I see.
Michael!
When I dropped my mouse, it muted me. All right.
It's all good.
Look, anything else on your turn?
I
I fixed everything.
Okay, I'm assuming he
Are you
failed.
sure?
Oh yeah, he failed. He is restrained.
Okay.
I didn't know what point I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's restrained. He rolled a nat 5. Like he's nah.
Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, Merrick, murder it.
Oh God. All right,
Which
Merrick.
which one's restrained? The one up top or next to me?
Right this way.
The one up top.
I can't reach. If I move, can I? If I move one step forward, is that attack of opportunity or no?
One of them will get an attack of opportunity if you do that.
Ew. Okay, so I'll just stay where I am. I'll attack the guy next to me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it's a natural 1, so you miss.
Didn't he attack the restrained one?
No, he did not.
No.
Fine.
I can't reach him.
He doesn't want to take an
That
opportunity
one
attack.
does hit. That one hits.
Yay.
Great. 21 points of damage. It's looking mostly dead.
Mostly he's not quite dead, though. That makes him sad.
Consume your resources.
Divine. Yeah, right. That's exactly. Divine Smite using Paladin spells.
Oh,
So that's a
cheating.
2d8.
No, using
Right.
Warlock slots for that is cheating.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 2d8. It checks out. He is still alive.
Mother, you played me. I am my turn.
So on with the restraint one.
It is Boots' turn. Please don't do that again.
Please do it again. It's hilarious.
You do you. Whatever.
I mean, if all else fails, I'm just gonna.
How
follow
bad
you.
are these wyverns looking?
Man, all the ones that Talon hit are looking at least half dead. The two, they're all kind of looking pretty injured, except for this one in the cell right next to Scratches.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to. What was I? The one that is on the ground.
Like restrained or
And restrained. I have advantage against that, is that correct?
Boy, do you.
yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna pull out Edna again, still in hand, and booming blade it.
Go for it.
Oh, the virtual dice was just sitting on that 20 for a moment too, and I got excited.
It hit. It hit. You know, I don't feel bad for you not critting.
It's still a lot of
Yeah, okay.
damage.
46 damage. It's looking very injured, but not quite dead.
Yeah. As my bonus action, I'm gonna disengage, and
Okay.
since this creature is a size larger than me, I can go through his space. And I'll end up in there.
Okay. Kuridesh.
How much movement do you have?
40 feet.
Okay, I'm going balls to the walls. Great weapon master, I'm gonna recklessly attack. I'm gonna go fuck this guy's day up.
Okay.
Sound plan.
Yeah, you know, that hits. That's 26 points of damage. Oh, you know what? I think you moved 40 feet to get to right here. Disengage doesn't come with extra movement.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I'll still let you dash.
No, fuck it. I'll use sorry. A Misty Step just to pop into the cage then.
Okay, that's fine.
Good catch. I messed up there.
All good. I forget that disengage exists half the time. This guy.
People have to keep track of movement.
Yeah. So Kuridesh, you bring the hammer down on this guy, and he's looking like one more of those is probably going to be enough to put him down for good. But one more of, yeah, I mean.
I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Yeah, it's. Well, consider him canceled.
Oh.
Since I got a kill,
you get another attack. There's
Yeah.
one restrained right next to you. You already have advantage.
Ooh.
No movement required.
Murder the fuck out of it.
Crit.
Oh, please do.
How many brutal critical dice is he on right now?
I have no
million?
idea. Enough to
That
where
hits.
he could probably almost catch up with Boots on a normal roll.
Yep, that'll do that one.
Yeah.
It's like one from
After
half
that
orc.
first, yeah,
One
after
from-
that one swing, you like cause the one in the cell to dizzy, and you bring it up and smash the hammer like through his jaw and like into his brain. You pull it out, and in one fell swing, you just cleave it towards the other guy's head, and it just caves his skull in. That's 2 dead wyverns around your feet, and a very successful turn.
and I'm gonna walk over here.
All right.
Roar.
Bard.
This is like playing Mordhau. I love it.
I'm glad that you love it. Oh,
Crunch,
actually,
crunch.
as you walk over there.
So I don't think I leveled up last session.
You didn't level up last session.
You should do that.
I'm
Wait,
gonna do
are
that
you-
right.
Do you mean you didn't? What level are you?
I am level 22.
You
That's
level.
where you should be.
Yeah, that's
never
where you
mind.
should be.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
I'm
You don't
just-
level up every session yet.
This is bullshit, Legion.
Quite. Look, just patience. As you walk over there, the guy in the cell is going to attempt to make a stinger attack on you. He only rolls a 12, so I'll
My
go
God.
myself,
He missed Kurdash.
right? Bard, it is now your turn. My apologies.
I would like to cast a Thunderball just right here.
I cannot allow that. I can allow it.
Sorry,
It's
but
fine.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Come on,
Well, okay,
AoEs
that's
are
fine.
fun.
19, 15, and 7. What's the DC? Yeah,
Not
they all
that.
fail. 30 points of damage to all 3 dudes, which kills that one and very nearly kills the other 2.
Well, now I'm just disappointed. I rolled very low. That's okay. You know what? It happens. It happens.
only killed one of the bad guys.
4 of them, god damn it. Okay, that's fine.
Language!
Darn it.
English?
It's better. Gosh, diddly darn it. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn, friend.
All right, scratches. What do?
All right. Well, I'm gonna start tentacling the one to the left of me
Who?
until it dies. 20.
With 20?
It's
Just let me know when it dies.
not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, balls.
Not yet.
Well, come on.
He's looking about halfway dead now.
I guess he hasn't taken damage yet, huh?
He took the one hit that stunned him.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was 61 damage. Like, I'll just, like frantically calling him, like, Boots!
All right.
I'm not telling.
Okay. Scratches.
Hello.
The guy in the cell right there is going to try to make a bite attack on you.
Come at me.
So 11. He's going to attempt to sting you.
Alright.
That is only a 17.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Boots. You are not hiding presently. The wyvern that is right there has seen you misty step over in that direction. He takes a look at you and sees some cornered prey. He is going to attempt to bite you.
What?
That is an 18.
That is my armor class.
Sentinel! I am
Ooh.
going to attack him with my reaction.
You attack him with your reaction. Is that trigger
18.
before the attack? Before
I
the
think
attack
after.
goes
I think
through?
after.
Okay, that does hit. He takes 16 points of damage. Still alive.
He should make a con save, though.
He should make a con save though. If it is after, he does make he just says it's a 19.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 16 plus 3.
So close.
Ooh, that makes me happy. For 2 reasons. One, Boots, you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a stinger attack on you as well. That is only an 11.
That'll miss.
Yes. Now, Kuradesh. This one is still flying. He is going to make a claw attack on you.
Okay.
Okay.
You would have failed the save. Just so
Oh, that was for concentration.
Oh, it's for
Strix is still
concentration.
invisible.
Yeah, Strix is fine. Hey, Kuradesh.
Yeah.
I am rolling. The claw attack against you is a 25 to hit.
I think that hit.
I believe it hits. That's 14 points of slashing damage reduced to 7. And then we have a stinger attack on you, which is only a 12.
That's a miss.
This guy flying over here is going to go closer to the bard.
Perfect slate, 222 points. No more damage for me.
Excellent.
Okay.
Also, what?
He's gonna try to make a claw attack against the bard.
I'm very
That's a
strong.
Going to him.
That's a 25. Apparently, claw attacks are good today.
Going to him. Oh,
That is that's 15 points of slashing damage.
rebuke him hellishly.
Oh boy. Okay. He fails the save. What's the damage?
The damage is he dies.
19.
You know, you're absolutely correct. The damage is he dies. He goes for the claw attack. He sinks it into your flesh, and suddenly his entire form bursts in the flame as it makes contact with your blood. As he falls down, it rips down your chest, so the attack goes through, but he does fall to the ground into the water and starts floating away. That's all the wyvern's turns. Talon.
All right, how much damage did I take?
15.
It was 15.
All right, I need targets.
I
Oh,
remember.
oh no.
Did you find targets?
Oh no, and they're so close together. We can't have that. Let's sharpshooter the fuck out both.
They
of them.
are within 10 feet of each other.
I mean, not that it matters. I can also just sharpshooter them both for fun. So it really doesn't matter. Are they both wounded?
They are both wounded.
I figured.
Yes.
I assumed.
I mean,
First one on the right, 15. Sad.
it hits.
Yes.
I mean, it still hits, but it's still sad.
I mean, define sad. Like
only
killed it.
27 damage, sad. Okay. And wabam. That definitely hits.
It hits.
Ignore the wounded prey on that one. That's still 29, though.
You don't have to tell me twice. I will ignore any amount of damage you want me to.
Hey, that 15 damage, ignore that,
Only
please.
27 damage. I feel like if any of us got hit for 27 damage, we'd be a little bit iffy, because that's like 10% of most of our health.
I mean, this one's looking a little iffy at the moment. A good round on him is probably
And
enough.
for shits and
anything
giggles...
else on your turn?
Oh, I'm debating. Do I want to restrain that one? No, I only have 2 charges left on that. Nah, that'll be it for me.
We got a
Okay,
name.
Merrick, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll let Merrick the Murder Machine commence the murder.
I'll move up to it.
It seems like a solid first step.
And I'll swing with the...
Seems like a good second step. Hits and hits. Well, that's 21 plus 9. Yeah, you know, you cleave off one wing with the first strike. It falls to the ground. You bring it down on top of him, just like directly into the back of the spine, and he just stops moving. Push to talk made that really weird. Just want you to know that.
I wasn't making any noise to begin with.
Oh, that does not make it any better. Anything else on your turn, friend?
That's it.
All right, Boots. It looks like you have the honors.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend 20 feet of movement to get right behind Scratches.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to hide behind him.
I hate that.
Gee.
Halflings, my dude. Oh!
Scratch just takes a wide stand.
And so, like, I imagine Boots is like, he runs behind Scratches, pauses for just long enough, slides past Scratches, and makes an attack with Edna on this wyvern.
This is
Okay.
amazing.
Scratches will backflip.
Does it
Roll
know
this
I'm there?
damage. No.
Oh, so close.
It still hits. So I mean,
Yeah.
oh jeez, what? That's 50 points of damage in a single strike. He is still barely alive.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to get into the pen over here. And since I'm mobile, he does not have a chance to attack.
That is indeed the case. Kurdish, I believe that you actually.
Can I even reach this guy?
You can occupy the same space as scratches as long as you don't end your turn there. So yes.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna get real close to scratches and be like, we're battle buddies for life.
Creepy.
Hey, buddy.
Buddies.
Reckless,
Bam.
Reckless, great weapon master. Pop!
Hit me with the damage, friend. I'm getting ready with the yep. That one did it. Bam!
Is there anything? I run to Merrick. I need to keep killing.
Welcome to my world.
Anything else?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Everything seems to have died.
I'm gonna run up here. I need more data.
By the time that you reach there, your turn is over, and I'm not saying you calm down, because I don't think you have to anymore.
No, I can just always be raging, which is great.
That being said, I believe that is the end of combat.
Probably.
Do what you will.
Well, that was
Good
fun.
time for a break too. 6 o'clock.
I exactly was thinking that. You guys do manage to go over there. If you guys want to take a short rest or not, just let me know. But it is break time.
I used 9 key.
I'm worried Ingram's just gonna kill me in one hit, so I'm under 100 HP, and if he's spooky like Merrick, he might be able to power word kill me.
That is a frightening concept.
I will counterspell the power word kill so that you don't die.
Let's hope we kill him before I have to.
Okay. I vote.
I've always loved that movie. It was great.
It's great too because they just start off with like heavy lore shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's make it a normal movie, and then they're like, back to the lore.
What movie?
And they're like, what do you mean the budget was $20? Oh shit.
What movie?
We're talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh God, yeah.
I think that was 1995, right?
I think it might have been around when I was born.
It's about when I was born.
Let's make Kyle feel old.
You really don't need to help me with that. I do that every day on my own.
Hey, Kyle, what were you doing on Y2K?
Y2K, well, probably going through the throes of puberty at the time, actually.
Okay,
What were you doing on June 29th, 1995?
1995, that's a weirdly specific
was watching Mortal Kombat.
No, because I didn't see
So
Mortal
here's-
Kombat for the first time till it came on TV.
So here's what I was doing the night of Y2K. I was 3 years old, about to turn 4, making paper hats that said Y2K on them with my stepmom.
That's
I was
weirdly specific.
Well, and I think I went to bed early. I can't remember.
was 4.
I can't remember because I wasn't yet 4, so it's an early memory.
I was 4.
I was 4 once. It was terrible.
It was 10 years ago.
I was
Alright.
4
Hey,
literally in 1991.
I was fine being 4.
ooh,
Because that's an unlucky number.
Oh, you know what? I should prepare for combat.
Hey, you should do that.
Shut up.
Gee, I wonder how many enemies are going to be in close proximity to each other that I can action surge and fucking volley.
I guess we took a short rest to
I'm assuming with all the hit dice I saw rolled.
use some hit dice.
There you go. What the hell's with your luck?
Just shit it. Really fucking shit. Holy fuck.
There we go. Matthew beat you on the bad luck department.
Oh, I can fucking...
What's up with my luck?
Talking about beating you in the bad luck department. Here we go. Bah! Oh, that's not bad, actually.
About to say, that's above a 10.
What's wrong with Kuridesh?
He's succeeding, and he's being missed by actual attacks meant to murder him.
You've got to be kidding me!
Fate has given you a theme.
What is happening?
Wait, I'm gonna roll a nat 1 when we start combat.
I kind of hope you do, and I hope you roll 2 of them.
Oh, God.
Because that would be hilarious to me to make up for what I'm seeing currently. I've never seen Kuridesh roll above a 10, much less a 15.
I roll well sometimes. It's just not initiative.
Hey, Michael. How
Yes.
did you calculate Kuridesh's challenge rating last week? I saw that was a thing.
I have a website.
There's like a thing in the monster or the dungeon master's
Is
guide
it
for
X
it, but,
Hamster?
I don't know how
Yeah,
reliable it is.
but that's stupid.
It was
Well,
it seemed bad.
this is basically, it's not that it seems bad. It seems fine. It's just a lot of math that I don't feel like doing, but this website does it automatically.
Okay.
Does it have resistance to almost anything? Yes. Does it have over 200 HP? Yes. Can it hit like a fucking truck? Half the time? Yes.
No, I don't. I don't do that much hit damage.
That's not true.
I just take a lot of damage.
See, that's the thing though. I also factor in your brutal critical when you do crit, and when you do crit, you make up for all the times you don't do that much damage.
See,
It's a lot of damage.
I don't do that much damage.
I can do a shit ton of damage. It's only going to get worse in the next couple levels.
Yeah, you do a fuckload of damage.
Yeah, just wait till I get 3 attacks.
Yeah, I'm very excited for my next character, but I think it'll be different playing more utility.
I'm really excited to try that hero barbarian.
I cannot fucking wait to see you play a barbarian.
Just wait until I break out the voice changer for him. I don't get to use it as often since my Warforged died, so I'm really excited to have another reason to
Oh.
use it.
I can't wait to see Dennis be a cleric.
That's gonna be awkward.
Are we already revealing all these things? Oh my god.
No, I'm making a joke because he just sat
Okay.
down, but then he left, so he didn't hear it.
Sad.
I can't wait to reveal that Sarek is also the bad guy of the second campaign.
He is? Oh my god.
It could be like Breath of the Wild, like Sarek Skeleton.
Oh yeah, like his spirit is fucking just wrecking shit.
Corrupted Sarek.
Rehydrated Sarek.
Rehydrated
Hydrated
Sarek!
Huh.
Oh, and then we can all play as Zelda.
I
Yeah,
hate
all
you.
of you are Zelda.
I hate
Just
you.
Zelda.
I fucking hate you.
We could all be different versions of Zelda throughout all the games.
Please stop.
Why do you hate women?
Oh, you actually meant actual Zelda. I thought you were making a... Okay, that legit
What?
scared me.
What joke?
Why do you
was
hate
I
women?
mixing?
I
Why do
literally
you
thought you were
hate-
going with that stupid, like, that wonderful trope of how everyone mistakes Link for Zelda.
Where's the
No.
button I pressed to actually calculate it?
Also, dibs on Sheik if that's the case.
Oh, it should do it automatically.
I was like, why is he so
Um,
anti-Zelda? This is weird.
It should do it automatically. If it doesn't do it automatically, you might have to hit reset first.
I want to do
Like
that
some-
already.
Oh shit, when does our proficiency go up again? It can't be 22 already.
I don't think it does go up again. Stay at 7.
It stays at 7.
Yeah.
It should be easy to like tell if it's going to work if you just like go into hit points and like type in just a ludicrous number, and if it doesn't go up in defense CR, if you just hit reset, it should fix itself.
I was doing it on mobile. I'll probably just have to do it.
It works on mobile too. It does for me at least, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's a good website. It's what I use for all my CR calculating needs.
I use this.
It's really good. So, we're all back. You ready?
Oh, roll back?
All right. Yeah. Well, I see half of them, and the other half are talking. So,
Huh?
yep.
But they're not
So-
responding.
Well, one of them was pushed to talk.
True.
Indeed. Over.
I just can't be bothered to, like, you know I'm here. It's
Oh,
fine.
now I have to pee.
God
We'll
damn
keep
it,
going.
Nathan.
We'll keep going.
Grab a
Let's
bottle.
keep going. Let's keep going.
Grab a bottle, dude.
All right, we're going. Okay, so you
I'll
guys,
just drink the coffee. It'll be fine.
took the short rest in the sewer.
Yum.
Seems so.
Okay.
There's just a battle going on upstairs, fucking for an hour.
30 minutes.
I'm back
so you
to
guys,
full HP.
you guys take a minute to rest and recuperate after the battle with the wyverns. I mean, this staircase, it seems to go up towards the, well, you know, the keep. So we going up the stairs?
Nowhere else to go.
Yeah, stairs up.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you go up the stairs, Boots and Talon, yeah, you guys hear out in the distance to your right, which is north on this map. Quickly, get into position. They're coming through the sewers.
Wow. Ooh, wow. Who said that? Didn't hear a thing.
But I think me and Boots just share a look and just smile at each other and then notify you all. Yeah, they're expecting us on the right side.
Yeah. I hear it too. I have 22 passive perception. I hear that shit.
Okay.
You don't.
I can't hear anything over the sound of my helmet.
Scratches will open up telepathic lines. Like, should we like try to scare him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can do that.
You want to scare him? Okay, send Kurdish American first. Tell him to head right and kill anything.
Go act scary.
I can't think of anything
hmm.
scarier than American Kurdish fucking running at an enemy line that think they have the surprise.
I mean, these are Merrick's people, maybe. More reason for them to be scared of him.
They probably tell bedtime stories about you. How you eat children.
Not the boogeyman.
You kind of are,
They don't know
though.
that.
Look, you're making me sound like I'm John Wick of Avarice campaign.
You killed the dude with that quick.
Oh god. I actually have a barbarian that's done that, and that frightens me.
Dennis, there's some male prostitutes that tell horror stories about you.
Good.
Anyway, so plan, run in, wreck shit? Is that our plan?
I already
mean,
instigated the plan. I tried to
better
shove Merrick forward. It's up to him whether or not it went through, I guess.
I mean, I'll turn the corner because again, we don't know 100% that it's bad guys, right? It can still be good guys. So, I mean, I'll turn the corner, but I'll cast Thaumaturgy on my eyes to make them glow.
Okay.
Like smoke and whatever.
Oh Jesus Christ, you're going Blackbeard with this, I love it.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
So I hold on. Let me see how far you can see. Oh, you can see everything because it's like well lit. That is a dragon skull, my friend.
Oh, good. I thought it was an actual monster. What is
Something we probably
Yeah.
killed before.
Got a little scared.
You said to the right? Like our right?
Yep, north.
Like that way, right?
I'll take a few steps forward.
Also, check out the water the watercolor brush.
I guess we
Mary,
go.
can you be surprised, Dennis?
No, he cannot.
No, I mean, I have my sword.
And while we're near him.
Just wondering.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
So I still see no one, right? I keep moving forward up to here.
You would see them if you see them.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay near Merrick.
For a second, I thought that was a riddle. Then I realized, oh no, that's just simple English.
God damn, I just saw the dragon skull. Holy shit.
There's no way you're only CR11. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it either, but oh well.
I feel like you didn't calculate it correctly because it's calculated based on the damage per round is maximum damage that you could deal over the course of 3 turns divided by 3.
Oh, it's maximum damage?
Yeah. Well, no, it's average damage, but like expending all resources.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was doing.
Hey, Legion, along the way, I feel suspicious on this long hallway with no doors. I'll be looking and checking out for anything that looks like a secret door or some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead
I'm
and
looking
make
up
me an
behind us.
investigation check real quick.
Legion, I just thought of a fun idea.
Actually, Bard, you see the slight glimmer of a helmet up on a ledge, probably about 10 feet up above this little courtyard area that you guys are walking into. You see like just a glimpse of a helmet up there just glimmering in the torchlight.
I'm going to point that out to Merrick and be like,
Kurdish, what were you saying?
What if, like, post-campaign, we all play as the, like, the bosses, and then we fight ourselves?
I think the boss.
Sarek wins.
Like fun.
Sarek wins.
Well,
That's it.
maybe we don't let him play. I don't know how many...
Alright.
I can't remember off the top of my head how many bad people there are, but, like, we pick and choose.
We'll try to make it work.
There's
Sure,
about
why not?
6.
Something like that could be fun.
It could be
So-
fun. You're right.
So Scratches will ask telepathically, are they like vertically up from us?
I point directly at him. Like, I just point at his helmet. I'm like, should I shoot him?
So they're above us?
Point directly at the helmet. Up
They're
there.
up and to the left.
Oh, to the left. Scratches will look at Boots like, want to sneak up there?
I just had the worst.
Yeah, okay. That sounds fun.
I just had the worst
I mean,
I
image in
can-
my head.
I can teleport up there and really scare the shit out of them.
Let Boots and I go into the back line.
Oh,
and
Merrick, is that where you're standing?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Uh-oh.
that is
They
what I'm
see
saying.
you. As soon as they see you, they begin to try to attack, but they don't get a surprise round. So roll initiative.
Well, I guess now another bad guys.
Tyler, I'm gonna come with you.
Okay, I know what I'll do on my turn then. You roll higher than me.
Woohoo! 22.2.
That again. 11 initiative. I'm really garbage.
Lady Blade. Who's the Lady Blade?
I don't know. Is she single?
You can ask her.
All right.
She'll be happy to answer. That's a stat block I have made a long time ago and never actually got the opportunity to use. All right, has everyone rolled? It looks like I got everyone but Talon in.
Yeah, my fucking thing's breaking up again, so let me refresh. I rolled a 22.2.
I also don't have Kurdish in.
Well, he hasn't rolled.
Give me that now. 1.
Oh.
What did he roll? Don't tell me he crit. Did he crit?
He rolled a 19.
He rolled a 2.
Plus 50.
Okay.
Okay, so scratches. As you see that Merrick is walking too far ahead, and you start hearing the sounds of clattering and like things happening. You realize that something is going down, and you need to act quickly. You're the first to act. What do you do?
God damn it.
Scratches will look at Boots and be like, I will. Let me just look one last time how feline agility works.
My freaking shit
on
keeps
my
resetting my position.
turn in combat. Okay. Are we still going invisible? Or is that out the window?
That's what I was gonna do.
I'll hold the dash action and wait for Boops to turn me and him invisible.
Wait for Boops to turn invisible. Gotcha.
Yep, and then I will dash. But
All
it
right.
can only be 55 feet. I can't use feline agility outside my.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Nah, well, only 55 feet.
Yeah, only 55 feet.
Tyler, how did you know I was making us invisible? What the fuck? We didn't talk about this.
You're right.
God damn it, stop.
It's fine.
Roll 20,
That's what
stop
we're
trying
doing.
to catch up and then freaking teleport me somewhere else.
He's probably gonna make me invisible. I'll just stand here.
You're
I
right.
mean, I was
Alan.
I didn't
Oh, God damn it.
telepathic telepathy.
It
Okay.
is your turn.
Right, I'm trying to freaking figure out what the hell my roll 20 is doing. Okay, so they see Merrick from there, so I assume that if I move here... Oh, yeah, I see bastards. I see bastards next to bastards. I'm gonna shoot them.
See bastards.
I don't see where you are.
I'm right
Friend.
above the bard.
Cool.
We need to start labeling these like battleships. Oh, there he is.
You do, in fact, see them. You see a normal blade of Sarek, and you see what looks to be a woman wearing the like similar blades of Sarek armor with 2 heavy chains coming off of either one of her arms.
Kinky.
Feel
And
free to shoot.
Yeah, let's focus on the armored boy. I'm a little worried about tangling with mistress of whatever the hell. So we're gonna shoot the boy. So
Shooting the boy.
There's that, and we're gonna shoot him again.
I do not see what you're rolling.
My apologies. First one was a 27, 17 damage. Second one was a natural 1. So I hit him once.
Well, that first one, it hits.
I
Roll
just
that
said-
one again. Roll that one again.
Roll that one again. Roll that one again.
Oh.
Using my reaction.
Oh, do you want me to actually roll again, or do you want me to do the 28 that I rolled with it?
28
works.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, that
The
definitely
thief
hits.
kind of like nudges your arrow right back on track.
All right, let me go tag Wounded Prey on that
Damn
real
straight.
quick. And that is 19 damage.
And you do get the wounded prey on that one.
All right, god damn it! This fucking thing
2
keeps-
arrows into it. You hear a few of them cry out, "How do they know we were here?"
How did we?
Cause you fuckwits are
Right.
too goddamn loud! And then I back up behind the bar with my last 10 feet of movement. Actually, no, fuck
How?
that. I'm gonna bonus action dash and freaking actually did him out 20 feet back. How did they know that we knew
Oh,
that
hey,
they were
I
there?
saw you move.
Oh, cool.
I'll come back to the land.
Anything else? I think that's it, right?
To the jungle.
Yeah, that's it.
Movement action, bonus action. All right, Boots.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to break out the wings of flying.
Ooh.
Ruck, as the wings get all wingy. And then I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to bonus action 4th level invisibility, me, Strix, and Scratches.
I'm going to use my feat of running now that I held.
My feet
Yeah,
of running.
You go for it, because that was the cue, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
10.
that was in fact the key.
I'm here now. How high up are we talking?
It's about 10 feet up.
And there's a way for me to climb up eventually, right?
I mean, you're a tabaxi.
You're a monk
Yeah, I was wondering,
tabaxi.
like, if it was just like not supported by anything that I could grasp onto, I wasn't sure. Anyway.
Oh no,
that's fine.
it's like a flat wall.
Sweet. That's my
thing.
held action on the Boots' turn.
So you're just at the end of the hallway?
You saw me,
Because that's
right?
well, I saw you move to like just entering the courtyard area.
Yeah, I'm to the left of the dragon skull. In front
Okay.
of the balconies, as far as I can get with 55 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd probably be like, hey, I got it right. Cool. There.
Oh my god, our connection got interrupted. What the fuck?
It's
Oh,
fine,
tell
it's
me
fine.
about it.
Now, Boots, do you have anything else? You have your movement still.
How tall are the ceilings in this place?
Around here, in the hallway, it's probably close to about 15 feet.
15 feet. I'm gonna use 15 feet like diagonally.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 to get to the ceiling.
Okay.
And then I'll use another 25 to get to about there.
Okay.
On
In the
this-
courtyard area, it opens up to the sky.
the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And then I'll spend another 10 to get over here to the left. Boots is
All right. Kurdash.
So I still can't see people.
Yes. They are north.
Everything's always so far fucking north. God damn it!
Not a problem for me.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, you see people?
Oh, there's so many! But no, Elder Ingram, who's sleeping in the skull sarcophagus.
He is the skull. This is his form. He's gonna erupt from the ground. We're gonna see the rest of the skeleton. And he's gonna. Cool.
Is that a ledge, I assume?
Yes, those are ledges.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. So I'm dashing, and I'm already still raging. I'm just gonna menacingly rage at them, and that's it.
All right.
Aren't you already raging, though? Or aren't you still raging?
I know.
I mean, you know.
I'm
What's
just
the point?
Right?
Merrick, what's the point of not just saying I'm raging? You know.
Sorry.
What you got, Merrick?
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Oh, okay. And I'll shoot out an Eldritch Blast. What is this one the lady? This here?
Yes,
Yeah, is the lady.
Yeah.
she is the mistress of S&M.
Kinky.
I
That's
don't
my
get it.
line.
All right, she looks like she's in charge. I'm just gonna shoot all four of them.
Raw for the tits.
All right, that works.
Oh.
Hit, miss, hit. So you hit with 3. One of them is a crit. That's pretty good.
The first one is
Yeah.
just a 6.
Yeah. I'm paying attention. I know what's up.
That's 41.
She takes the full force of that.
And with each one of those 3, she gets pushed back.
If you pushed her back too far, you wouldn't be able to see her because of the angle.
You can always pull her. Oh, wait, you don't have that, do you?
I can, no.
That'd be
All right, so
I would say that you could probably see her from about there. You probably pushed her out of sight, but like she's right there now.
okay. I still have my other scale up. Not using that.
Is it still poison, or do you want to switch it?
I don't know what they're gonna use.
Now,
Well, considering the thing looks green around here, I'm gonna stick with poison for 1 round. I don't know if that helps.
yeah, purple is more poisony. It's Pokemon colors. It's the Blades of Saric's turn, unless you have anything else. I'm gonna take that as a no. All right, we got a Misty Step.
Ow.
You get a Misty Step. You get a Misty Step.
Oh, that's too good.
I am invisible, although.
Oh, never mind then. It does matter.
Yeah.
Because
they're losers.
You're a loser.
Excuse me.
Whoa!
Misty Step.
Hey, look, a target.
We have we got 2 great sword attacks on Merrick. That is a 23 to hit.
23 is my armor class.
23 hits. All right. That would be 14 points of slashing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
On the first one, and he's going to make that a Draconic Smite.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my god, these knights. They're like that enemy.
They aren't that enemy.
So you take an additional 20 points of force damage.
How much?
20. Now a second attack. That is a 23 to hit. No joke. That's another 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage. And he can only do the Draconic Smite once per turn, so you're welcome.
Oh, thank God.
Kuridesh. We have 4 great sword attacks on you, friend.
Okay.
That one is a 26.
Yep.
7 points of slashing reduced to 3 and 4 points of necrotic. We're going to turn that into a Draconic Smite.
Wait, so 7 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 total damage. And then you take...
I'm back to 222.
And then you take 21 points of radiant damage. As sorry, it is force damage. It's force damage. It's not radiant. It's not quite a divine smite. He has another great sword attack on you. That one's going to be a 22.
Oh my god.
That's 15 points of slashing reduced to 7 plus the 4 necrotic. It's 11 points total.
Fuck me, I'm out of 200.
And then we have the other guy is going to do an attack. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right, he's gonna do again. Does an 11 hit you?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
All right, cool. Bard, it's your turn.
Fuck. I want to kill things, but I also don't want to spend too many resources.
That's the
dilemma.
trick, isn't it?
That's yeah. I might just shoot him in the fucking face a few times. You know what? I'm gonna do the cool thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next. No, he's not. Fuck, I can't do the cool thing. That's fine.
Oh no.
You know what? It's fine. I'm fine. I'll move up and going on because I haven't seen shit. I can't see her from here.
I would say that she probably has like 3/4 cover from you.
Yeah.
Because you're a little bit further away, and like
Yeah, well, I'm gonna cast Polymorph and turn her into a cockroach. She has disadvantage on the saving throw using Dragon.
well, technically she doesn't.
Well, then it's, you know what?
Yeah, it is normal. That's a 22.
I feel venom heart, by the way. Sorry, that's a what?
22.
It's not a cockroach.
Yeah, she's not a cockroach.
That's okay. That's fine.
Anything else on your turn? Bonus action for anything?
I'm going to go ahead and inspire. You're inspired.
Inspire who?
Who's inspired?
Scratches.
Oh,
Scratch. You can't see Scratches. He doesn't need to see you.
I don't need.
I just need to hear.
Yeah, you just need to hear him. Scratches! Be inspired!
Okay.
Okay, that's funny. That's a funny. I like that. So it's the priest's turn. Let's have some fun. Do you guys want to have some fun?
What's
Yeah,
fun?
I've been waiting.
Oh,
Years
I
now.
hate fun.
That's what I like to hear. All of that is collectively what I like to hear. So here's what we're gonna do. The priest summons right in front of the bard. This is totally a radiant glaive.
Sorry, is she casting a spell right now?
It's a he, but he looks like he is. Yes.
What if he got counterspelled?
What if you told me what spell you were casting counterspell at?
3rd level, please.
I would like you to roll me a thing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, I mean that does it.
Fun can't.
Whatever they were. Not anymore.
I mean, you say that. It looks like he is going to cast another spell though, because that was a bonus action spell.
Yeah. I mean, cantrips are fun. I don't like them, but they're fun.
I want the bard to make me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That is an 18.
0 to these?
You pass and nothing happens.
Cool. I will never know if Mind Blank would have saved me, but I feel confident that it would not have.
Cool. It's Lady Blade's turn. Technically, her official title is a Blade of Sarek Chainmaster.
Is a lady.
She just happens to be a lady.
Of course.
Good for her. More women, tyrant. I say.
Cool.
Yeah.
She is going to take one of her chains and throw it towards Merrick.
That's a long chain.
That is a natural 20.
Oh god.
That is natural BS, I tell you. I tell you.
Ah!
Long chain.
Oh my god, I rolled so high. You take 34 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled and restrained. The chain wraps, like, as it hits you, like, separates and wraps all around you and chains you around. She is then. She really? Okay, yeah, that's pretty sweet. She is going. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, she's going to take the other chain and immediately begin to beat you with it.
I'm sorry, what?
She's going to try to beat you with her chain.
Okay
I
then.
don't know why you're laughing. It's what's happening. That's 2 natural 5s, so that's pretty great. That's only a 14.
To hit or damage?
That's to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Come on.
That one's a 26. You take 26 hits. Oh,
Yeah.
you take, yeah, I see your reaction. It's 11 points of bludgeoning. And that is another 26 for 21 points of bludgeoning. That's her turn.
All right.
Scratches.
Scratches is gonna look up. Oh boy, I'm gonna climb up there, but I would like to flavor it as leaping up, grabbing the chain, and just tightroping my way up there until I get
Ooh.
behind her. Then I'm gonna make a shove attack. I'm gonna shove her off the ledge.
Where do all my dice go when they fall off my dang thing?
The athletics check. I will make an athletics check.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
I was going to ask if he had advantage on this because he's invisible.
Oh,
I don't think he
Technically
needs it.
not. Technically not, but also she gets pushed off the edge.
Damage.
jump down.
I'll round up.
I'll
That's
take a
fine.
D6
Wow,
attack
she takes maximum damage.
Oh my
She-
god.
I'll take 2.
I know you won't slip fall.
I'm not slow fall. I'm not using my reaction for that.
Oh, right. That takes your reaction.
Yup.
Yeah. And is she prone or?
Jumped her.
I would say, I mean, she fell. Yeah, I'd say she's prone.
Okay.
Fuck her up.
I'll jump down and I will just like take a swipe with the mind flayer tendrils. 2. And
Hits.
let's make a Constitution saving throw for that.
Okay, boss.
All right.
Natural 1.
Oh wow.
Let's make it a flurry of blows. I will blow flurrily.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
I forgot my cribs do more than an extra D10. They also do an extra D4. So that's those attacks. I'm not using talent slots. I'm waiting for the big guy. No, I'm not gonna. Actually,
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
I'm not gonna use that either. That will be my turn.
Okay. Cool. She's starting to look a little injured.
All right.
Talon.
Well, I don't even need to move. I see a man trying to assault my Merrick, and I see my Merrick is that bar right?
Wrapped in chains.
Kinky! I'ma shoot the man.
Oh,
I don't know why the hell this is my go-to option suddenly when I say kinky, but let's go for it. Is he wounded? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pop for 25.
Hits.
Beautiful. Keep rolling a 1 on that. That makes me sad.
Good lord. That's only 20 points of damage.
And you know what? Let's even this playing field just maybe a hair. Let's go ahead and pop a bonus action and try to restrain him. Strength DC 19. He's probably gonna pass, but if he doesn't, that's funny.
It's a bonus action for. Is it an entangle?
No, that's just an effect Blightender has when I hit something. As a bonus action, I can just cause it to make a strength save throw or be restrained.
Oh, you're right. I did do that.
Yes, you do.
I I made that.
So 26.
Okay, well, that makes me sad. I'm just gonna shoot him again then.
You rolled almost max.
21?
Hits.
The hell did I roll on that?
Well.
Apparently, Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting how much damage I do.
All right. You got anything else?
Now that you mention it, I do. I'm going to back up. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Boots, you are currently invisible and things look to be going in your favor presently.
She's prone, she's stunned. Come on. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna lead with casting slow.
Okay.
I'm gonna target the blade that's next to Merrick, the one blade that's next to Kurdish on his left, and then the lady blade who's currently on the ground.
Is that,
Okay.
30 foot
If I'm
40 foot
hidden,
40 foot. Oh my.
then
Yeah.
they have disadvantage on this.
Okay. Guy next to Merrick, it's a 14. Guy next to Kurdish, that's only an 8, natural 1. And with the Chain Master, we have an 11. The other one was a natural 20, but
Cool.
it's an 11.
Yeah.
They are all slow.
Excellent. So I'm going to fly down and use 2 sorcery points to bonus action Booming Blade her while she's on the ground. Using Edna.
You have advantage.
They all have -2 to their AC as well, by the way.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you hit.
Excellent.
Things are not going well for Lady Blade over here.
Nope.
You know? Yeah, that's 50 points of damage. That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's pretty good. All right, yeah. I mean, she's still alive, but she's not looking very good right now.
And then I'll use, let's see, I was 25 up, flew down. I'll use 5 feet of movement that I think I have left to go 5 feet in the air.
All right. Kurdish, you are presently surrounded by men.
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
Okay, Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Hits. Guy on the left or up top?
Up top.
Okay. That's 25 points of damage. So that's, first strike on him. Hits.
Ouch.
Another 27 points of damage.
I like this.
So some big numbers, man.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
How's he looking?
He was uninjured when you first started attacking him. He's now almost he's almost injured. Well, he's
what?
He's if
He's
he was
okay, I end my turn. I end my turn.
Yeah, end your turn. Like, I'm getting confused now.
God damn it, Michael.
It's Merrick's turn.
What do I roll?
All of them. What do you mean?
I'm restrained, huh?
Athletics?
I mean, you can try to break out. It would be either athletics or acrobatics. It would be your action, though.
I mean, can I shoot Eldritch Blast or my hands?
You would be at disadvantage.
Even with disadvantage, the guy in front of you has an armor class penalty right now.
This is
Yeah, but then I already have a disadvantage at being close range to me.
That's
so that'd be
correct.
double disadvantage?
There's no
Just
such
be
thing.
normal disadvantage. But his armor class is lower because he's slow.
I'll shoot 4 Eldritch Blast the guy in front of me then.
All
You
right.
could greatsword him though, right? He's next to you.
Yeah, you could swing him.
Forward kill right now.
And I guess that cancels out the disadvantage.
No, it's still at disadvantage because you're restrained.
It's still at disadvantage because
Wait, what?
Disadvantage.
it would be disadvantage no matter what you do.
All attacks have disadvantage while you're.
Well,
restrained.
even if he himself would have disadvantage because he's slow.
It's not. He has a -2 armor class penalty, not disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. There. Yeah, we'll swing this.
Okay. Yeah. The first one doesn't quite hit, but the second one does.
Damn it. No, wait. No strings.
And I'm using Divine Smite.
5th level?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 24. This guy's looking rough.
Fuck.
Isn't a 5th level Divine Smite 68?
Technically, it only goes up to 5d8.
I'm 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, guess that's it.
Okay.
Fuck.
It is the Blades of Sarek's turn. He's going to try to hit Merrick. Does he have disadvantage, or is it just he's slow and he just hits normal? It's just normal?
It's just normal, I believe.
He only gets
Oh,
one.
that's
cool.
He only gets one attack though.
Yeah.
If he had
He
multiple.
only gets one
Yeah,
attack.
only one
That's what
attack.
it is.
That's why I did that. Yeah.
Oh man, that's really good. Is the thing.
Use an action or a bonus action, not both.
He still has advantage on Merrick because Merrick is restrained.
Restrained.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hey, what if it was a D12 roll?
I'm sorry.
24.
I
That
think-
is less.
I think the
What
bard,
is that ability?
I think the bard is saying he
Cutting
missed.
words, right?
Cutting words.
Since when does the bard use that?
Fine. It would require using bardic inspiration, which he's in past. It's come on.
I only have 5 of those. It's difficult, okay?
That lowers it to a 14, and that does do it. Next to Kuridesh.
Thank you.
Just saved his life. Kuridesh, we have one attack coming from the slow guy. That is going to be a 21.
Yeah, I think that hits.
He's muted and also deafened.
Oh.
You're right,
That
Lydia.
can't take advantage of the slow.
I assume that someone's presently. So that's going to be 12. Yes. Hey, Nathan, are you back?
I'm back.
Okay. You have an attack on from the guy on the left on you.
Okay.
There's a 21 to hit, so it hits. That is 12 points slashing reduced to 6.
Okay.
Plus the 4 necrotic, so 10 points damage, and that is going to be a draconic smite.
After this, I'm gonna have to head out.
All right.
Okay. 14.
Whoever takes over, don't use all the resources and tell other Ingram, then use literally everything I have.
So how we normally do.
That's 17 points of force damage from that.
Okay.
And then you have the guy on top going to attack you twice. That is a 14. And that is a 12.
7, 14, and 12.
I mean, yeah, it's to hit is the thing.
So
14 and 12 don't hit.
Okay.
So yeah. That's the end of their turns. They're gonna make a whiz save to see if they. What's the DC on that, Boots?
19. It's a whiz.
Well, that's great because that's a 20 and a 25. So both of the normal blades of Sarek are no longer slow.
bastards.
Proficiency. That's why they had it. Bard.
Like, I know Boots and Scratches have evasion, but I also have a really high spell save DC, so I can't, like, blow everyone up. So I will resign myself to casting Entangle on this son of a bitch using my Viola of the Venom Heart, and she automatically fails to save.
Entangle.
It is a strength save. She is stunned auto-fail.
Right, but I'm seeing if it's...
If it is what?
I'm also going to need Scratches to...
Because it's a 20 foot. Like, you hit everything in an area with that spell, man.
Yeah.
I
Boots wouldn't be hit by it because he's in the air.
flying.
Flying.
I like not do that then. Fuck,
Nope.
I can't any area. It's like for
Well, it's been fun, guys.
All right.
Goodbye.
Later, mate.
Keep
I'll see you next week. You probably won't miss the boss fight. So, okay, well, he's gone. All right, he won't miss the boss fight, though.
fuck it. I'll just not do anything. That's fine.
You have Eldritch Blast.
You still got Eldritch Blast.
I do nothing.
Fine. No, I'm going to do things, just nothing that I want to be doing. Fuck. Okay. Sure. That one, or it could shoot this one. I haven't decided yet.
Life's hard.
It is hard, because everything I wanted to do, I can't do. So I guess I'm going to shoot him in the face.
All right, roll for face.
He rolled 22 for face.
You hit him, and you hit him 3 times. The first 3, obviously. Duh. Don't be stupid.
Last one hits. I'm sorry.
24 was like 30 points of damage. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and then I'll just inspire Merrick because he seems like he needs it right now.
Merrick, you feel inspired.
Merrick, don't be a bitch. You got this.
It is the priest's turn.
Go back there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're good now.
He is going to attempt to cast a spell.
What if he did not?
What if you made me a charisma check?
It is a 4th level dispel magic or counter spell, if that matters.
Probably what it does matter. I would need you to roll a check, please.
Would not matter is what I'm hearing. Is it a 13th level spell?
It is, in fact.
It would have to be 14th level for not be countered.
I know, right? Hey, Merrick, make me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
You failed.
He has inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Inspiration. What do you
I'll
like?
use the inspiration. What is it? D12?
Yep.
Like vicious mockery.
Oh my
You
god.
fail. You take 26 points of necrotic damage.
Fucking Toll the Dead.
He takes that censer and he just hits the side of it with his metal gauntlet, and it just rings in your ears and causes your body to feel weak.
That loser can't even cast a spell.
He just did, technically. He's been casting 2 spells consistently. It's Lady Blade's turn. She's stunned.
Nope.
It's not her turn.
She gets to make a wisdom save though for slow.
Oh yeah. She does pass. It's a 23.
Excellent.
So although she's not moving, she speeds up dramatically. Scratches.
She does nothing even fast. All right, I'm going to. I mean, when in Rome, make 27. Oh, I have advantage. Turn that
You have
on.
advantage.
Let me roll 2d20 right here.
I mean, sure. I mean, you still
All right,
hit
nope.
that.
I think you might crit.
Is she alive?
28,
Yes.
38 damage.
Bonus action.
Okay.
And let's get down to flurry of blows. 19.
All right. She is
Would
she
consider-
is still alive,
You consider
Tough woman.
sleep.
All right, that's my turn.
and she's no longer stunned.
That's not good.
Woo.
So that's
Still
pretty
prone.
rad.
She is restrained,
Yeah.
though. Oh, no, she's not. We
Hey,
didn't do that.
No, she is just prone.
All right. Well,
Prone.
this isn't working out so far, so I'm going to just shoot this man. That's assaulting my friend Merrick.
The Merrick man?
The Merrick man. With a 29.
That hits.
Beautiful.
The man.
What's with Wounded Prey today? That makes me sad.
He is very close to death. You shoot him in the chest and he like falls down to one knee. And then, yeah.
Dies.
The other one, like, you split that previous arrow that was already in his heart and it buries further in and you watch him like clutch his chest and just fall.
Cool. I'm gonna move 30 feet closer now. That will... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No one can see me currently. I'm gonna stealth and be quiet as a mouse. Because I can do that. Because I'm not doing anything else with my bonus action currently.
Alright. Boots. She's still prone. You still have advantage. I understand where this is going.
I'm within range because I'm still within 5 feet of her.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make an attack with Edna on the lady.
I'm glad you like Edna. It makes me very happy inside, even though I hate you. That hit.
Only because it's a rogue with sneak attack and advantage.
I mean, at least I made the weapon that did this to myself.
Yeah.
And with that one, you stab her real good, and she falls to the ground.
Even more
Eric
so.
is no longer restrained by the chains as they fall limp.
Yes!
Oh my.
She was gonna be real cool too. She was gonna beat the crap out of
I'm
all
so
of
sorry that I killed your baby.
Well,
but
it's Scratch's fault for pushing her off.
True.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to fly up like 40 feet.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, pushing her off actually did nothing because it was still just me and Boots who could have gotten up there anyways.
Right.
Knocked her
Yes,
prone.
Made her prone. Made her prone.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to fly to dash using cunning action to get probably what, like 25 feet above this priest over here.
Sorry, that is another hallway that's about 15 feet, but you can still get 15 feet up above him.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll
Yes,
actually tuck
yeah.
around the corner too.
I realized I
So
didn't like
have
specify
movement for that.
Okay.
And Boots is done.
Yeah, and you'd be up in the air, so he wouldn't be able to actually make an attack of opportunity. Wait a second. He would. His weapon has reach. He has a glaive in his hand.
Oh.
He's been casting. Glaive's a two-handed weapon.
He's right.
Well, if he has Warcaster.
He's technically war domain. Yeah,
that's
I would say that his glaive probably wasn't in his hand though, based on what I was saying earlier.
Cool.
Because he does have his sensor out and like he,
Right.
But now that he's, has an opportunity, he might start doing that. Kurdish. Read the attacks. It's Kurdish's turn.
I'll be right
Right.
back.
Kurdish is not here, and thus assuming direct control. I'm already there, friend. He's gonna. I don't care if he hates me. He's gonna walk right here. No way, he's not gonna do that because he doesn't want to. Okay, I understand. Okay, yeah. He's gonna make attacks on the guy up top. All right. Both of those do in fact hit.
Kill. Instantly.
It was like 27, 28, 38, 40, 43. It's like, 57 damage. He doesn't want to use any of his resources. Doesn't use any of his resources. So that's going to be his turn. He's going to use his bonus action to increase his armor class.
Oh,
Merrick.
What is this?
A thing that he has never used.
I didn't know he could do that. What the shit?
I
was
don't
an
think he
option?
knows that he can do it.
I read it and I was like, what?
Why does he never use this?
Right?
The ones next to no, that's the priest out there, right? Over here.
Yeah, that is the priest.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All of those except for the third hit. So 1, 2, and 4 hit.
And
8,
you-
16,
Wow.
24 damage.
How do you do that?
Man, my rolls suck all of a
I don't
sudden.
even understand. In the realm of mathematical possibility, that shouldn't be possible.
I mean, it should be.
Well, you did roll double crit on that, so I guess I'm not that surprised anymore.
I'm really tempted to power
Move behind the skull over here, and then
All right, it's the Blade's turn. They're going to.
Let's see.
Oh, actually, that guy doesn't have much of a choice. He's just the guy on his left is just going to make 2 greatsword attacks against Kurdesh. He has advantage because of reckless attack, something I have not been using.
Oh.
So that's a 26 and a 27.
He's dead.
So that's 11. And another. So that's like going to be a total of like 19 points of damage to Kurdesh.
It's like nothing.
Then you have the other guy.
Oh.
The other guy is going to. Sure. Let's do that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think he will. I think he's going to do that. I think that's what he's going to do. I believe that's what he is going to do. He is going to aim his hand towards Kurdesh. And it looks like he is about to cast a spell.
You don't say.
What if do that at 4th level?
Wait, you don't have your reaction back though. Your turn has.
Right, because that happened just after my turn.
Yup.
Never mind.
All right. Kurdesh needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
You don't know. You don't know. Is the thing. He's fine.
These jobbers can't cast.
You guys watch his body like start to constrict and then just pop back into place.
Ugh.
I don't know what that is, but I'm also scared.
It is the Bard's turn.
Sounded like hold something.
I have depression.
Hold something.
I really just want to blow them all to bits, but I'd have to blow Kurdesh to bits, and I don't want to do that to him.
Well, if you. Oh, there's.
AoE. Very depressing. Look at this dude and be like, hey, what if you had disadvantage to save against polymorph? And he turns into a cockroach, please.
I mean, he still has to roll a save.
He does have to roll a save. But
With save. Wow. That's an 18.
cockroach.
Here. That's a cockroach. Can't you? That looks exactly like a cockroach. I don't know why you're arguing with me, guys.
Looks like a cockroach. You're right.
Literally can't see anything from where I'm at currently, so I'm assuming it's a cockroach.
It looks exactly like.
That is.
Yeah. All 8 of them.
That is the end of
Thank
my
you.
current turn.
Cockroaches have 6 legs.
I know.
That is correct.
It's the priest's turn.
Next.
He's
He's gonna scurry over here. He's gonna scurry. He's just
That is one fast ass cockroach.
Sorry, Scratches. It is your turn. He dashed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scratch is just gonna turn to these two guys and be like, tag, your
Good one.
one on the bottom, that's a 16. I'll use my inspiration for that, because I don't have advantage. So it's a 21.
That hits.
Okay. 18 damage and make me a Constitution saving throw, or prepare to be stunned.
That is only a 16.
Barely fails. Oof. I'm gonna turn to the guy to my right. I'm gonna try the same thing. 19.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits.
Another con save.
Please fuck.
Plus max damage. 21. Oh baby.
That one's a 19.
Well, I don't want to use too much ki, just in case. Just in case we don't get a short rest before this, so I'll just make one more bonus action strike. That's another 19. And just to help Kuradesh, even though I'm 90% sure these guys are proficient charisma save, make a charisma save or prepare to be affected by the Mind Slayer tendrils.
Oh,
that is a 21.
Okay, well, that's all.
All right. Talon.
Alrighty, let's see if I can move up close enough to see something to kill and murder. Let's see here. 30 feet. Nothing. Bonus action dash, because I can do that. Hey, look at that.
That one's stunned.
The guy nearest you is stunned.
Is he?
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So, with the advantage, I'm assuming he's also injured, because he must have been stunned by scratches.
You know it, baby.
Alright, let's try a sharpshooter with advantage. See if that hits. Does a 22 hit him?
That hits, yeah.
Beautiful.
32 points of damage.
Si, senor.
All right. I mean, you got another one in you.
Oh, of course I do. I mean, it's not much damage. It's not that much damage.
Roll a 1.
I rolled a
It's
1.
36. He's looking pretty rough now.
That's my entire turn.
Yeah, Matthew. I don't know if you're there or not, but if you are there, you can murder someone if you would like.
Boy,
yeah,
can you.
so Boots is going to spend 25 feet of movement to take a look out in the hallway. Does anybody look horribly injured from what I can tell?
Merrick.
Enemies?
I am.
This guy looks the most injured out of the two of them, but they both look like they're both bloodied.
The one to the north or the
The one on the north looks more injured.
the one to the left is stunned though?
The one on the left is stunned. Yeah.
Cool. So I'll fly down.
Okay.
So that's 50 feet of movement. So he's stunned, you say?
See.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Edna is going right in his back.
Hello, Edna.
Ah.
You cruel bitch. That hits.
You cruel, beautiful bitch. Ow.
Beautiful.
I mean, boom, but he's not quite dead, but I don't know if he's going to last too much longer, and neither do you.
I'm going to pull out Diana.
What?
Oh, no, that was a booming blade attack. I can't do it.
Yeah, you
Just kidding.
can't.
You can use a bonus action, like, quicken spell.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use my bonus action to fly back up this way using cunning action. And Boots is done.
All right. It is Kurodesh's turn once more. I bet you guys know what he's going to do. Starting with the guy on the left.
Ouch.
Dude. He's gone.
Ouch.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's pretty dead. And then the guy up top has 2 attacks on him because he killed something. The first one actually doesn't hit, but the second one does.
Well, then, oh, wait. Oh, that was a 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 13.
That macro.
know, right?
29. I know, right? It should work, but it doesn't work. So whatever. 29 points of damage. He is still alive, and I'm holding true to to not using any. To not using any. So Merrick, it is your turn.
Merrick, kill.
None used.
Hey, look, temp HP.
Sitting right there.
Move
Sick
over
of
here. Eldritch Blast the
Oh, he's a
The
cockroach.
priest
so-
is a cockroach.
Yeah, don't
the
kill
blade.
the priest.
The blade it is.
The blade it is.
Cowabunga it is.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's no.
Okay.
You hit him twice. That was enough to not matter.
Nice.
Wait.
He falls back to the ground, deceased. Now, combat is technically over,
Yep.
but I have two things here. Polymorph lasts a minute or an hour.
1 hour.
It lasts 1 hour, but it is concentration.
Yeah.
That is correct.
You guys could choose to go into the Ingram fight
Mhm.
with him maintaining concentration, and you wouldn't have to deal with the priest. Or
We can chase a
you can
cockroach.
deal with the priest right now, right? And just, I mean, it depends on whether or not you want to bet on Bard keeping concentration on.
Let's kill
polymorph
this
or not.
guy.
I mean, we could also just put him in the bag of holding, and then he can't.
Oh, well, that. Wait.
Or just stuck
I
there.
feel like things can break out of the bag of holding if they want.
I mean, can it though?
I feel like that was a.
You have not tried.
Yeah, we haven't
Never
tried. Every DM's version of the bag of holdings interior is different and varied. Some of them it's an extra planar dimension where shit just is there. Other people have it to where it's like a bunch of tiny fucking shrunken down gnomes that just like magically freaking pop shit out for you.
Yeah, but I remember there was at least one
Hey,
other
Legion.
game like this where they could make a strength check to just get out.
Hey, Legion.
Bag of holding your portable hold.
Yeah.
You know how like power word kill, like it just kills the thing, and since like it
Yeah.
form changes, it's dead though, so it doesn't. Bird also.
That's not how I rule that. is the
Yeah.
thing.
Don't use your 9th level spell slot on this guy.
Yeah,
Just
for
kill
God's
him.
sake.
I have
We're almost-
9 words, so I was just gonna kill him, but I can't do that sadly. That's fine. That's fine. Good.
Let's kill this
Blind
guy.
Death and then stun him for an hour automatically. He fails to save.
I'm gonna pick up the cockroach
Okay.
and fly up like 200 feet
Okay.
and drop it.
Okay.
Where are you dropping it?
Hey, where are you dropping him?
Directly
Drop it.
over Karadash.
Ah!
Go ahead and roll me 20d6.
Okay.
We don't get to
Turtle
abuse this too
velocity's
often.
weird for bugs, but whatever. Wait,
It doesn't matter, he takes a shit ton of damage.
I feel like the cockroach has a fly, but
It's dead.
I feel like
He's a man.
As soon as it lands, it becomes a human man who is prone on the ground right there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say it's the bard's turn.
Well, like, first of all, like, hey, stand down and we won't murder you right here, right now.
got a point.
Okay. Okay, I yield.
All right, we're good.
All right, he's gonna use his turn to
Grovel?
absolutely not. I want the bard to make me a charisma saving throw because he doesn't know better.
Oh no.
Sorry, is he casting a spell?
Looks like it.
Fool, I counterspell, 5th level.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
You're a dumbass, aren't you? You're going to
Scratches,
die
it's
now.
your turn.
Well, you know what they say.
If you refuse to,
That's my turn.
you die.
Minus 13, minus 14, minus 11. He is still alive. I think you
38
kind of.
damage.
Talon, it's your turn.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and drop the longbow, I guess. Frickin' pull out the rapier and get the shanking real quick. Because why not?
I gotta.
Here I go shanking again. Oh my. 19?
Alright, go again on my
That
own.
hits.
Alright, one second.
He's dead.
Let me click Wounded Prey on. Make sure I'm doing all the damage that I can. Granted, it's not much with this. Then I'm
Might have
going.
been better with disadvantage, man.
And I'm going to stab him again. That's a 17.
You miss.
Oh, I missed. That's a shame. I'm shooting with the crossbow.
As you go in for the second attack, he like kind of dodges out of the way. Go ahead and make that crossbow shot. It is at disadvantage, I believe.
No, because crossbow expert.
He's prone.
It's crossbow expert.
That I was about to say.
If you're within 5 feet,
I'm with.
You are within 5 feet. It's not a disadvantage because of the 5 feet. It's disadvantage because he is prone.
It's still a 20.
It's still a 20. It still hits. That's acceptable.
you're
I mean, look, I'm not holding out much hope for this guy. Hey, Boots.
here you go.
a sharpshooter with a hand crossbow.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh,
200
okay,
feet in the
well.
air, aren't I?
It would have been you are.
Well,
I drop Edna.
Drop Edna.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down 70 feet
Okay.
and then use my bonus action to fly down another 70 feet.
Okay.
So I'm now 30 feet up.
Yep. Makes sense.
60 feet up. That's math. I'll pull out my short bow and make a shot on this guy.
Now that I do think that's disadvantage.
Because he's prone.
Yeah.
I don't get sneak attack on that either.
Well, if you hit him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's because
Well, we're within
disadvantage.
5 feet, so
No, because
But I have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Rogues at
Well-
disadvantage, they're fucked.
Hold on.
Like this is the weird
that's-
scenario.
You definitely would not get the disadvantage because you have your allies next to them, yes, but you have disadvantage on it. No sneak attack.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. And
That's it. Damage is damage, and that's still 30.
That hits.
Almost. Do you see it? Do you
I
see it?
I see it.
I did see it.
That second one was
I
a
did
crit.
see it.
5 damage.
It's weird seeing
Wait,
you
hold
roll
on.
so low damage. Wait a minute.
No,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, your dex is 20. That's.
It's not.
Oh, dude, that didn't
It
roll your
didn't
actual
roll.
damage.
It didn't roll the damage.
it's a D6.
Yeah.
6 damage. Oh god, for love of fuck.
That's
Curtis,
not-
Curtis, murder him, please.
I'm
I mean,
done.
he has advantage. Like, look, do you really need me for this?
Not
Rolling
really.
dice is fun.
Rolling dice is fun.
Come on, we're gods. Let us push buttons.
If I could get my second. There.
Oh god!
See?
Well,
How much fun was that?
wait, 4d8. Hold on, that's like the wrong number.
14 plus 0.
Brutal critical bullshit.
He should only roll like an extra 3d8, right?
Orc.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He said
The extra. He's dead. Do you does
Oh,
it
wait,
matter?
That's just from,
No,
that's
we-
just from the regular crit. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Not it.
So it's an extra 4d8. So it's ooh, math. Don't do it.
Right? So we just murdered all these men who thought they had the jump on us.
And a fool who wouldn't surrender as well.
Boots and I hatched a cunning scheme to push a woman off a balcony.
and then kill her.
It was super effective.
Merrick took a beating.
yes,
I
Merrick did.
did. I would drop below 100 health.
I was just constantly hoping to fireball things, and it never worked out.
We're level
I took
22.
3
We're
damage.
past Fireball at this point.
It's still a lot
It
of damage.
never passed fireball.
True.
Right.
All right, so you have successfully killed all the men
And the women.
And woman.
and the woman.
And the
Yeah.
children, too.
There were no children that you
There was a cockroach at one point.
know of. Where was that?
Okay.
I'm feeling all right, but Merrick incurred. Merrick took a pretty big beating.
Yeah.
Where do we need to go right now? That's the
That's
question.
a better
I think we
question.
keep going north, right? That looks like a big door right there.
Is it?
That's a big door.
We should open that big door, guys.
We should let
Later.
Merrick get health and then open the big door.
I'm
of
looking
death.
into my inventory. I have 3 healing potions.
Here, Merrick, I'm gonna give you some hit points.
Okay, so are we not gonna? Are we taking a short rest?
Do we need one?
Merrick might. He's
That's
below.
that's some math right there. 14,
So-
21,
So
28,
here's the thing.
36.
Now, all right. I mean, he just used all the spell slots. It happened.
Okay. I don't think Barb wants to take a short rest.
I mean, I feel like if we kill, because like they're fighting a battle right now. If we take a short rest in the middle of it, that's an hour. You know?
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
lose my
Fair.
wings if we short rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should go then.
Okay. Merrick, you do have lay on hands.
I just used it.
Oh.
I'm gonna use all 3 of my healing potions, which I
Oh,
wrote.
boy.
They are 2d4 plus 4.
Kurdish is going to use his lay on hands on himself as well.
Kurdish touches
I'm gonna
himself.
use my lay on hands.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. I don't have lay on hands.
I'm gonna lay my hands
Oh.
upon myself for no real reason other than I just feel left out now.
I'm gonna touch myself as well.
You need to touch the cat. Pet her.
Love her.
Deal with her.
All right. So no short rest required. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
I'm
Ready.
gonna burn
Wait,
some
wait,
spell
wait,
slots for
wait.
font of magic.
Okay,
Okay.
guys.
What is
Here's
it?
the question: do we think I should become a giant angel, or should I save my wish?
Save it.
Save that wish. It helped us last time. I think
Yeah.
we need healing more than we need damage at any given point.
Granted, the Solar does have some pretty stellar healing,
And
That's
it's
also
got huge resistances,
and it
We
hits
only
like a
wanted to-
truck.
like an absolute motherfucker.
What if he dispels it?
I don't think he has dispel magic.
We don't know that.
We don't know.
And it's also a 9th level spell.
That
This guy's kind of tough.
All right, I just used all my potions.
Holy shit.
I guess I'm good to go. I do have my temp HP so I should mitigate.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
I'm not.
Okay.
Hey, it's your call. Whatever spell you want to use.
Oh, I'm also gonna use an action to use my Pearl of Power and gain a 3rd level spell slot back.
That's
Okay.
I just have to remember that one of them is a 3rd level.
Meow.
Now.
As much
Sorry.
as I want to do it, I won't do it.
all right.
Are we gonna start the fight today with only 30 minutes left, or are we gonna save it for next week?
We're gonna kill him right here, right now.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah, I think
No?
if this is the fight, we'll
Right here, right
it
now.
could be a precursor to the fight.
Could be a red herring.
You don't know. You have not opened the door. It's Stranger's fight.
All right, I will
Wait,
open the door. Is everybody okay with that?
I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna open, and I'll let part of
I open la door.
symmetry.
You push the door open. As you do, again, let me set the scene here. But this is what you see.
Oh.
When the party enters the room, Elder Ingram is just sword embedded into the ground in his hand, and in his hand a stone. The stone itself has it's an almost round, but with like two little outcropped areas. It has like a crevice along the length of it, and in the center a single clear gem. He looks up at the party. So you finally arrived. I take it that you're looking for this. Well, he puts it on his armor, and it just gets absorbed into it. I'm afraid I can't allow you to have it. He rips the sword out of the ground, a giant thing made of what looks to be some kind of bone. Aims it towards you guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong idea. We're just here to kill you.
We want the soul. I don't know what that thing was.
Yeah, like I think like as he's doing this pompous posturing, we're all just kind of look at each other like, what the fuck is he talking about? Do we recognize the stone? Like, does it look familiar to us? I'm actually legit lost here.
It looks a lot like the gate stone that Eric has.
Oh, it's gonna be the one that brings us to Morosidus.
Oh, okay. Since that makes.
So here's the deal. I would like you guys to roll initiative.
I will oblige.
Try and get through phase 1 of this thing.
I can't.
What the hell?
You're on point.
What the
Excuse me?
hell?
I am on point. Today.
Hold on.
Boots.
Hold on.
That's a 1. Reroll that immediately.
Cac roll. This is ability check, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that you were.
Reroll that shit.
Yeah.
Better.
Are you a dang dirty halfling, friend?
Where's
dirty.
Kuridish?
He's dead.
I'm not allowed in the circle.
Nor am I, apparently.
I'm sorry? Oh.
On the circle.
Here.
You guys
Yeah, you're not allowed to fight. No fighting.
Not
Well,
allowed.
thank you.
No fighting in the war room.
Ha ha ha. Very yeah.
No fighting!
Kellen, I thought that was very cute. We both moved over behind large people.
Right. But I like symmetry.
I'd like to add, I am actually the largest one here. Just so you
Wait
know.
a moment. No, that's right.
How is that a thing?
I don't know. He was rolling so well in
How's-
initiative all until this. Also,
I'm
it's
specifically the tallest person in the party.
By the way, in chat, I have a thing that I drew. This is his new armor that he has.
He seems really mad.
Also, I would like Kurdish to reroll that, please.
Yes, Kurdish, please.
Can you? Is it your reaction to do it to yourself, or do you just do it?
no bountiful luck.
It's,
Down
Well-
to Lux the reaction.
Oh.
it's not.
Hold on.
Just for
Now-
free.
Is it on yourself a reaction? Is what I'm.
No, it's
saying.
not.
It doesn't look like it.
It is not. It's just an ability. It just
So,
happens.
just know that you do not have a reaction. He.
What?
Are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, but when you use bountiful luck, you can't use the lucky on yourself.
Right, but if you used lucky beforehand, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He
It's
actually
fine.
rolled worse.
I like that loophole. I'll have to
Yeah,
remember
it
it
checks
from
out.
the game.
It checks out.
What the fuck? It's fine.
He actually
All right.
rolled worse. How?
Now we have two options here. We have 30 minutes. We can get a head start into the boss fight.
I think we should let Nathan be here for like.
Yeah,
another
let's
five.
Yeah.
wait for Nathan.
All right. In that case, we're gonna end that right there. Oh man.
Alright.
Next session should be crazy.
Right?
So we're in his lair.
You're in his
And
lair.
I want that song.
Now, Talon, I will say, I don't think we easily killed Bigger. I think that dragon fight was probably the most difficult encounter we've had in this entire campaign.
No, I mean,
Well, you haven't fought
one-on-one-
Elder Ingram yet.
I'm about to say, one-on-one we've killed Bigger fairly easy, but that was not one dragon, that was two.
That was 2 heck.
And one did go down pretty freaking easily once we removed the other one from the fight.
Yeah.
I want to kill him instantaneously.
Well, I need to go because I have things to do with friends that I put off.
How dare you have friends?
I know, unbelievable. Goodbye, good set.
Oh, all right. Well, fuck off.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
Yep, same.
Well, that was that. Sorry that the music got cut out there. As you could have saw, I had horrible net issues, so I was trying to figure out, it's like, okay, so what's hogging my bandwidth? What can I nix out here and there? What in God's name can I make this work? So apologies for that. All said, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you all did enjoy, great way of showing your support is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and by all means sharing it with your friends, especially if they're D&D nerds like me. And if all else fails, be sure to tune in next week. Still figuring out what days I'm uploading these on. I have decided the weekends are my D&D days now. I don't really have a set order. I try to get Waterdeep in on Saturday and Avarice on Sunday. That said, if a session doesn't happen, then one replaces the other, so on and so forth. But once again, thank you all for watching. Till next time, kids. Take care now. Bye-bye then.